Hey everyone and welcome. I'm your friend Artemana. Let's dive into this 867 stream, shall we? I would love to try them out right now, actually, but I don't have anything set up for that. The app for Magic the Gathering, is that PC compatible? Or is there a PC version of it? I do have it on my phone. I should send you my friend request or whatnot. I'm Artemana on there. But there is something on the PC. See, that would be cool. And I could actually load that up on the computer and we could actually play. It was PC originally. Okay. See, I'm so out of the loop. So I thought what did I do with them? Hang on. I'll look real quickly because I'm pretty sure I do have a pack I've not opened yet. Do you want me to open them like now? I could. Here, let's put this up and let me find that pack. It's floating around here somewhere. Oh yeah. It was actually exactly where I was looking. I just I couldn't see it for some reason. But I do have it. Look at this. Woohoo! Boom. There's my pack. Magic the Gathering Universes Beyond the Lord of the Rings Tales of Middle-earth set booster. Yeah. So I do have this. Let's see. Yeah. That's actually a really cool image on there, isn't that? Look at that, of Gandalf. How cool is that? That actually looks neat. I used to I used to do this thing, and I've since stopped doing it, but I still have a really difficult time preventing myself from the desire to keep the foil packages for these, right? You got 6 of those boosters from pre-release. Nice, Napsy. See, I should have done that. If I were to get the Lord of the Rings starter kit, maybe I'll give you a code so you can get the decks in Arena. Oh, shoot. Oh, my gosh. That'd be amazing. Well, oh, you know what? It's been a while, and I haven't actually looked at the Wizards of the Coast logo for a while. They have changed it. This was the new design. Gosh, when was that? That was it was a couple of years ago, I think, actually, or maybe a year ago. I don't fully remember, but I do know that it was a big deal when they changed it, and kind of sad, but also it does make sense. I should probably try and get that because I'm a huge Lord of the Rings fan. So should I? You know what though? I am. Habits die hard, and I'm gonna go grab some scissors real quickly. You can tell I'm super prepared for this, right? But I'm gonna go ahead and pop this up and be right back. So please entertain anyone who might pop in. I will be right back with some scissors. Oh, that would be so cool. Shoot. Okay, I'm gonna have to talk to you, Napsy. I want recommendations on what a budget-minded, casual Magic player who's really into the Lord of the Rings might want to procure. And I think a dual deck would be amazing. So let's chat. And Mr. H, hello. I'll be right there. Oh, are you taking off? Yeah. Oh, no, I'm taking off for just a second. I'll be right back. Okay. BRB. And I'm back. And so, yeah, as I said, habits die hard. So I had to just do a nice little cut here and do that. So here, let's take a look. I'm not gonna look too much. I'm just gonna take a peek. And what is our first card? Oh, ooh. Oh, snap. Oh, hang on just a second. I'll be right back. Okay, sorry. Just look at them all is what I'm seeing. Okay. All right, hold on. So let's take a look here. So is this actually, is that shiny? No, I don't think, no, that's not shiny. But boy, it's got like a sheen to it. Is it shiny? Is that a foil? Or is it just all of them that look like that? I genuinely don't know. I don't know. It is. It's shiny. Okay. All right. It's like the lighting is messing up. Friendly rivalry, an instant. Target creature you control and up to one other target legendary creature you control each deal damage equal to their power to target creature you don't control. And that's pretty great. Look at that artwork there. Legolas and Gimli. Okay. Fire and earth or ground. What is it called in Magic? It's been so long. Is that called earth or ground? Okay. All right. So there's that. Next card. Call of the Ring. Ooh. That's quite a picture there. At the beginning of your upkeep, the ring tempts you. Whenever you choose a creature as your ring bearer, you may pay 2 life. If you do, draw a card. See, yeah. Napsy says you'll probably want the starter kit to learn more about the ring mechanics. So this is making sense. I don't know what's going on. Pixel Knight, welcome on in. So anyway, we got that one. What's next? Ooh, wow. I got Faramir. Oh, that's amazing. I'm actually super stoked about that. I don't know if it's good or anything, but I'm super excited. It's alt art, Napsy says. I mean, that's a cool looking card. Oh, dude. Wow. Hold on, let's try and get that to focus. You have a different Faramir. That's a cool looking card. It's a legendary creature, a human soldier. 3/3. At the beginning of your end step, if a creature died under your controller's turn, draw a card whenever a ring tempts you. If you choose a creature other than Faramir, field commander as your ring bearer, create a 1/1 white human soldier creature token. Nice. Okay. And yeah, it's wait. Oh, you have a blue and white promo version. Okay, mine's just a white version, but 3 I forget. Yeah, boy, it really has been a while. So, if I remember correctly, that means that I have to have 1 white mana, and then it could be 3 of any generic mana, right? I just have to have 1 white. Or is it 3 total? 1 has to be white. See, it's been a while. Okay, no, it's the first. Okay, see, I'm telling you, I'm just forgetting these things. A Goblin Fire Leaper. There we go. It's quite a card there. As I just drop a couple of these cards here. There we go. Goblin Warrior. Man, that's actually, as far as goblins go, I wouldn't say that's pretty, but it's a cool card. Goblins are always exciting. So it gets a 1+1/+0 until the end of the turn. When Goblin Fire Leaper dies, it deals damage equal to its power to target creature an opponent controls. That's pretty cool. Man, the goblins. Yeah, this would be a good one in just any old goblin deck now, wouldn't it? Yeah, I think that would be a good one just to throw in any old goblin deck. Man, I'm digging what I've gotten so far. The goblin's probably the least exciting, but it's also probably one that I could see putting into a goblin deck that I already have. But do you like orcs? Napsy asks. Ooh, I don't know. And happy Ultraman Day, Pixel Knight says. I didn't know it was a thing. Mr. H doesn't know it's a thing. We'll find out. What's next? Ooh, Fear Fire Foes. Whoa, what is that picture? Oh, is that the Scourging of the Shire? Or is it just... Yeah, it's the Scourging of the Shire. There we go. Open in the name of Mordor. Yeah. Had to kind of look a little more closely. I'm looking at it through the camera, so I'm not actually looking at these straight on. And actually, it's super dark anyway, so it's helpful to look at it this way. And yeah, there we go. Damage can't be prevented this turn. Oh, snap. So it's one of those you can... If you get a lot of mana going, you could really deal some damage because you could deal X damage, that's how much mana you play. to target creature and 1 damage to each other creature with the same controller. Oh, snap. That's a pretty good one. All right, there we go. Next up, we have Foray of Orcs. Ooh, I like that. Speaking of orcs, ooh, that's a creepy but very aesthetically pleasing image of orcs. I don't say that often. I usually don't like how orcs are depicted, especially modern day kind of portrayals. But that one actually I kind of dig. Gosh, this is taking me back to Middle Earth, the card game, and yeah. So this is some new mechanic apparently. Amass orcs. Okay. To amass orcs. I don't want to think about that. I don't think amass makes a single orc token creature, but multiple amass effects make an orc stronger, Napsy says. So that gives you the token, and then you can boost it, which that's an interesting mechanic of boosting the tokens. Okay. All right. Well, let's see what's next here. This one. Shortcut to mushrooms. Yay. It's an enchantment. When it enters the battlefield, the ring tempts you. Ooh, I didn't expect that. At the beginning of your end step, if a permanent you controlled left the battlefield this turn, put a +1/+1 counter on target creature you control. Huh. I don't really understand what that has to do with the theme, but hey. So if you don't have an orc token, you make a new one, Napsy says. Okay. Hey, Jenna's here. How's it going? Or is Jen... No. Oh, no, never mind. That's funny. I think I misread that. It's actually a reply to Pixel Knight. But it looked like Jenna for some reason. Here we go. Ring sight. Ooh. Ooh, look at that. There's some creepy stuff there. Ooh. Okay. All right. Yeah, so there's apparently a whole bunch of ring mechanics here, but that's kind of a cool one, right? Ring sight. I like that. Next up, mushroom watchdogs. Oh, that's adorable. I do like that one. There we go. Sacrifice of food. They won't harm you, not unless I tell them to. Here, grip, fang, heal. Farmer Maggot. All right. And then we've got a snarling warg. Ooh, that's another nice looking image there. I do like the artwork so far. Okay. What?
Well, hold on to your hats. What? We're being raided.
Rob and Alex, how be you? What is up? What is up? What is up? Ghost of Alex, R.L. Ritchie, good to see you all. Good to see you all. I'm going through some Magic cards, and I'm going to be playing the game Fate behind me here. You can see that right here. It's an old PC game, so we're doing all the nerdy stuff today. But I do have some Lord of the Rings Magic cards that I'm unwrapping for the first time, and I was happy to get this. Sadistic Pillow, Ray of Sunshine. Oh my gosh, how are you doing? Duffy Loner 64, Ghost of Alex. Lovely to see all of you. And welcome on in. Pika Power, indeed. R.L. Ritchie, if you don't know, I haven't watched them live in far too long. I've kind of like poked my head in ever so briefly on occasion, and I'm like, oh, I love what they're up to, but I just can't stick around, and I always feel guilty saying hi and then ditching, although actually I tell people do that all the time. But anyways, they're fantastic. So it's a streaming couple. I'm going to put their names right here. Please check them out. They were playing Pokemon Infinite Fusion. I did see them. This is their first time today. Their announcement was that they were diving into it. So what do you think of the game? I know nothing about it. Alex, full of book knowledge, library knowledge, all of that. Rob, an excellent DM and fantasy genre, Star Wars genre, just all-around enthusiast dude. I don't know what I'm saying. I'm tripping over my words. Sorry. To my knowledge, nudeness has not come up in the streams. But dude, dude, I'm sorry. I'm all flustered. I'm gonna stop it. It's just terrible. But hey, listen. If those of you who are here who don't know, enthusiast nude, what have I walked into? Gar says, no, get out. Get out. uh, at least things are interesting here. We'll watch, a slowly aging or quickly aging Mana just make a fool of himself. But listen, I'm popping RL Richie's uh, name in the chat with an automatic button. You can just tap that heart there. I encourage my friends who do not know RL Richie, give them a chance. I think you'll like what you see. They're a lot of fun. It's fun just because it's weird. We like it. Cool. And yeah, so go check them out. Thank you so much for that. Yes, it is a family-friendly stream. Man is just being dumb. Listen, we're going to continue going through these cards, and then we're going to go ahead and play some Fate. Those of you who've come on in who don't know me, my name is Mana. This is the Art of Mana. I am a clean streamer with unless I say something stupid, I'm a clean streamer with a focus on mostly wholesome games. That's typically Nintendo because I love Nintendo. Retro, especially on original and official hardware, and indie games. So if that sounds like something that's your jam, please feel free to give a follow and join the fun. And and we're gonna go ahead and take a look at the remaining cards here because we've got ourselves a Snarling Warg. It's just a fun word to say. What's the next thing here? We've got ourselves an Oliphant. Oh, yay! Oh, awesome. I don't know how I feel about this right here. I don't know how I feel about this. Creature elephant. No, it's an Oliphant. And you've just said creature elephant. I believe we may have an issue. But Oliphant, yeah. She says, how many packs did you get? I know we're a bit late. No, Rob, you're fine. No problem. I only got one so far. They're expensive now. I don't know. Timothy Oliphant, Ray of Sunshine says, no, I paid $8 for this booster pack. And I don't know if that's just normal or what, but I feel like maybe it's because these are more sought after. Places are increasing them. My local comic shop, that's what they were selling them for. For one booster, $8. Maybe it was a collector's booster. I genuinely don't know. But I saw it there and I wanted to pick up a pack, and I figured I'm only going to get one. But I do want to look and see what kind of maybe like starter decks or things like that I might want to get. Because again, I'm more of a casual Magic player, which is clearly the case as I've been looking at some of these mechanics and trying to remember how they work. Because I haven't played Magic for several months now. Last time I played with a friend was actually fairly recently, but he and I were both super rusty. But I'm looking for just something to give me like a smattering of Lord of the Rings cards because I'm a huge Lord of the Rings fan and like a casual Magic player. So I don't want to have a huge investment. I don't want to, do the booster box game. I want to just get, the most bang for my buck for cards that are going to make me excited. I loved Middle Earth, the CCG. I have a huge collection of those cards. But I got them all like well past the prime of that game. Like I got them, most of them used, and that was just way easier. So if anyone has suggestions, please do not hesitate to let me know. And I know Napsy gave me a couple, but I do need to go back and see what he was suggesting. I do also want. Okay, so here we go. Napsy said what to get, so yeah, I should look. They should have dropped in value since the golden ticket 111 ring has been opened. Oh, okay. So see that, yeah, this is probably why they were more expensive, but I didn't really remember. Yeah, no, that's what we should do, Rob. We have a couple of collabs we could do, but hey, listen, I don't know how many of you recall this, but this is the official poem from J.R.R. Tolkien for Oliphant. Yeah, no, I heard something about this. There was like a special one ring that was like a rare thing, right? I don't know much about it. Feel free to fill me in. Meanwhile, I'll read you this poem, okay? Good old Tolkien. Gray as a mouse, big as a house, nose like a snake. I make the earth shake. As I tramp through the grass, trees crack as I pass. With horns in my mouth, I walk in the south, flapping big ears. Beyond count of years, I stump round and round, never lie on the ground, not even to die. Oliphant am I, biggest of all, huge, old, and tall. If ever you'd meet me, you wouldn't forget me. If you never do, you won't think I'm true. But old Oliphant am I, and I never lie. Ah, I love it. I love it. Good old Tolkien. So good, right? Okay. What? So they like to do limited edition cards where there are only 250 copies of the special printing in existence. Their special One Ring, there's only one in existence. But there's the normal amount of non-collector's editions. Oh my gosh. 2 million. That is ridiculous. I mean, look, I get the desire to collect. And if you're a Tolkien fan and a Magic fan, I mean, synergy. But man, that's a lot of money. I don't know. That being said, for good old Oliphant, 2 million in a heartbeat. Look at that. Oliphant. Except that they have elephant there, and that just makes me kind of ornery. So I'm gonna double check what I'm supposed to do. But let's look at the last card. What I get? Oh yay. It's a basic land and island though. Ooh, but you know what? I do like that artwork. What is that? That's the is that Gollum in the pool? Yeah, from Fellowship. I think that's what that is. And then what's this thing? So there's a Lord of the Rings Tales of Middle-earth art series. Oh, that's cool. Oh, snap. Okay, so this is what the back looks like. So it's a picture, the Dead Marshes, 79 of 81, and then it's just quite literally an art card of the Dead Marshes with foil. And so you can kind of see it. A little gruesome. Little gruesome, you know, but hey, what do you expect from a place called the Dead Marshes? That's really cool. I'm digging this. All right, right on. Any shinies in there? Yeah, actually the first card I pulled was a shiny. That is Friendly Rivalry. So there we go. I think that was my rare. Actually, so yeah, I must have gotten this wrong. I guess the first card you look at is the rare. I should have put that in the back. Again, I haven't opened a booster in a long time, so I forgot. But I got this, which I think is really cool. I love just the design there for Faramir, and Faramir is cool. That. And then, of course, that. So orange or red icon on the left is rare or mythic. Gray is uncommon. Okay, gray is uncommon. Right. That makes sense. And then the commons would be just the black like that. So I didn't get any rare or mythic, but no worries, Rob. Hey, it's so good that you were able to come and we were able to nerd out about these cards for a little bit. And if you're able to come back and check out Fate, if you've ever played it, I'd love to know. And if you haven't, I think you might like it. But if you can't, I get it. Go take care of yourself. I know you just finished a long stream. Thank you so much for that raid. And everybody who's come over with the raid, I hope that you're enjoying yourself. We are going to dive into some Fate. So I think it's time. I think we need to do this. And let's go ahead, get a little magic going. There we go. Fate. It is on in the background. It has some rather loud music that it's not actually working at the moment, but it will work. That's the way it goes anyways. Hey, how's it going, Dark Solid X? Welcome on in. Yeah, it's a cool shiny card anyway, Napsy says. That's fine. Even the info card is shiny, the one with the magic logo on it. I love it, right? Let's see, Napsy said, I did want to go up to this. Oh, let me take a peek. Napsy suggested that I get... Boom, boom, boom. Oh, it turns out playing at game stores and such Lord of the Rings cards are modern format legal. Nice, nice. Let's see here. Okay. So I missed that comment, but let's just take a quick peek here. Pixel Knight's watching more Ultraman. Infinite Fusion looks like a neat fan game. And Napsy says... Oh, Napsy said to get... if I were to get the... Oh, okay. Or you can get the Lord of the Rings starter kit. Lord of the Rings starter kit for sure. To have something to play with someone else. You don't necessarily have to get more cards, but you can if you want to tweak the decks. Okay, so let me just pull this up. Lord of the Rings starter kit. Boom. How much is this sucker? Oh, that's not bad. What? Like $30? Oh, snap. Everything people need to start playing. Oh, nice. Okay. Dude, that's not bad. All right, let's take a look. What is it at... I don't know if I want to get it on Amazon. I'd probably get it at a local store, but it looks like... Oh, wait, what? Now I'm confused. That can't be right. What? Hold on. Let's figure this out. Used to play it when it was, Mr. H says, when it was what? When it was... Oh, Fate was free on Wild Tangent. Yes, exactly. And Dark Solid X bought this for $1. Yeah. Bought one once on Amazon. Napsy says they were bought out once on Amazon. Are they? Let's take a look. Why is this like not showing me? Nope, $30. Looks like it is available. But honestly, I would look at my local store, not just because of the possibility of it being cheaper, but really because I would rather support my local store. So thank you for that. I'm going to take a look at that. But Fate, my friends. Okay, let's continue our game. Brian the Unknown, level 6. I've played for about 2 hours, and it's just difficulty page. We're going to continue playing. Now, a couple things that you should know. Napsy, yeah, I appreciate that. That's going to be very handy. Because, yeah, I'm looking for just... I don't want to think about it too much. You know, I have this sort of love-hate relationship with CCGs because they are money pits, you know? I love the music on this. Apparently we have a leak, though. So be careful. If a quest giver requests that an item be returned to them, you are not required to do so. If you like the look of the item, you can always cancel the quest and keep it for yourself. All right, then. Okay, so I did create a warp portal, so I can go back to level 4 here if I need to. I could look. I don't actually know in our area, since we moved right before COVID and everything, I never got involved with any events, and so I don't know currently if there are events running. I assume there are, but at least in our town there's only one comic store, but they're pretty good, and they do have a room for card and tabletop games, so... All right, let's go ahead and go fishing real quick. And, nice, Pixel Knight. Oops. Last weekend, really? Ah, shucks. See, I missed it. I wasn't paying attention. But this hasn't really been at the forefront of my mind. I've got a lot of other stuff going on, so... You know, that's the hard thing. In fact, Fate had something which, honestly, I was on the fence about, and I'm pretty sure I made the right decision not getting it, because it really wasn't something I needed. But there was a special edition limited stuffed creature of a mimic from this game, and you could get it on some site that they partnered with. It was about $30 though, and I really don't need it. But I was like, oh, that would be kind of cool to have a mimic from Fate in the old family room where I stream and such. Until, potentially, we create this bonus room where I would probably move the streaming setup. Let me just check my inventory. Okay, I have a couple of fish. I probably should get a few more. So, literal pay-to-win card game. Gar, exactly. You know it. You know it, my friend. It's tough. I don't know. Oops, I was not fast enough. But yeah, so those of you who are familiar with this game, you know it. As Mr. H mentioned, Wild Tangent. That is sort of the big thing. Wild Tangent is it was this software installed on all these HP computers and whatnot, and that's honestly, I think, the first place I ever played this game. And then I bought it on a CD at the store to play on my Mac because it was Mac compatible. Right, it hosted games like Steam. Exactly. It was kind of one of the first places I ever knew that did that. It was sort of the pre-Steam Steam. And it actually did it pretty well, but I think what it was is Steam opened up to all these other great games, you know, the AAA titles, and Wild Tangent mostly kind of kept to their own internal things, so. If you have Arena, Napsy says, make sure to do all the color challenge so you can get the starter decks on there and start getting more cards. Like the tutorial, you mean? Because I think I did do that. I'm not sure what the color challenge is. I don't know. Part of the draw for the card game for me, at least for spending money and such, is that there are these physical cards. And I like collecting, but yeah, no, I think I've done that, Napsy. So I'll have to take a look and see if I can maybe get some of these Lord of the Rings ones. So anyway, you can see right now fishing is a mechanic where what I'm looking for... Oh, I got a Carthen's hood. Wow. Not identified. Let's identify it. Oh, good. Cool. I'm going to sell that because I don't need it. But see, this will actually transform my pet, which is kind of nice. But yeah, I also just got a hat. I love how this works. You know, how you get these slots filled up, and some are, you know, 4 squares like the hat, 2 for the book, and 3 for the fishing pole. I just think that's a really nice touch. I don't think my dog has anything, but I'll check. I think that's with P. Yeah. Okay. But I'm just really a fan of the simplicity of this game and the mechanic where you're constantly going into the dungeon. Oops. Trying to get deeper. I think level 42 is our goal, where the big baddie that is identified as the boss of the game resides. And that is a... Oh, look! Catch all 20 types of fish! Nice! I just got an achievement down there in the bottom right. This is the first time I've been playing the Steam version. It's a brand new save that I started last game. Let's go ahead and sell some such stuff, shall we? What? No, I don't want to go. Not to you. No, I want to go over this way.
A fine day to you.
Let's sell. Brain Beast. Oh gosh. Oh, that's actually probably a pretty good one. I'm gonna keep the unicorn one. That was fun last time. Oh, that's for 300 seconds. I'm gonna do that. And actually, I'm gonna sell that. I think I am after all. Oh yeah, and then I've got these gems. That's the thing I didn't do yet. I gotta pay attention to this. So there is a mechanic also where you have socketed items. Now, I have a couple of items that have sockets. Oh, you know what? I just remembered something. I have 28,000 now. Oh, snap. What? Price 154,000? Oh, jeez. But part of why I wanted to catch stuff is I wanted to buy...
I might be able to.
Ooh, I don't know if it's still here. I think it's gone because I loaded a different game. Yeah, that's a bit of a shame, but that's okay. I want also some boots if I can find some boots. What's the deal with this? This might be good. What do I have here? Defense 3, defense 6, and 3 sockets. You know what we're gonna do? We're gonna buy this. Heck yeah. And let's go ahead and do this. So this is gonna be +2 stamina and +6 HP recovered. Yeah, that's what we'll do. Why not? And we'll sell those. And we have the opal, which... if I can find someone who's selling some shoes, that would be really nice. I forget where everyone is, but we're going to go wandering a little.
Well, what can I do for you?
Nothing there. So I kind of want to draw some of the kaiju from those, Pixelnight says, the unknown Godzilla trading cards, mainly because I can mostly do the regular version and then add new stuff. One of them is literally just Angurius, but green, and has a giant metal-looking spike on his shell, or spikes on his shell, which normally has green small spikes.
Well met.
I mean,
Refreshed.
you know, palette swaps are a thing, you know, in video games. By the way, I read a really interesting article.
Yes.
And, oh, do I want to gamble? Oh, yeah, boots. I like it. Yeah. So it could be really good. Maybe I'll just do it. Yeah, we're just going to get them. Oops. Hey, thrusting horned boots of smoothness. Oh, I love the randomly generated names for these things. That's funny. But 11 defense, that's pretty good. Oh, but knockback. I don't really want knockback, but sure, whatever. Wait, why can't I? Oh, it requires 39 strength. Where am I currently on the strength? 36. So that'll be soon. I'll use that in a bit. Anyway, just go to your nearby Nike store. But yeah, I read this really interesting article that was talking about how all right, let's go in. That only 11, or was it 13? 13? Yeah, 13%, I think, of classic video games are available in modern formats right now. And so the author was likening, this was an IGN article, the author was likening the current status of classic video games to that of silent movies, which I believe 11%, or no, 11% of, yeah, no, I think 11% of silent movies are available in some format today, and 9% of audio, pre-war audio, is archived. And so there's a dire need to preserve old video games. And Animate Bear, hello! Still at Pottery, but saw you were streaming and decided to say hello. Well, hello to you. Happy pottery-ing. I travel far and wide to bring you the best deals. Ooh, what are you gonna have? Ooh. Oh, see, I could have bought some boots, but no, thank you. Requires 40 strength on that. I could do 4 and 11. Ugh, that is pretty good. I kind of want that. And I think I'm going to, yeah, replace that. -1 mana. Okay, and then plus 1% life is not super great. This has the attack speed bonus. That's actually much better. So we're going to go with that. And yeah, I'm going to go ahead and sell that because that's fine. And there we go. I think that'll be just fine. All right. I think I'm going to head home. Oh, but you're hungry. Oh, spiders! I saw some black widows in our garage I had to take care of. Again, that's thinking about converting our garage into a bonus room. That would be another bonus, is we wouldn't have spiders because everything would be sealed better.
Your pack is full.
Oh, really? I'll let my dog pick it up then. I'm probably going to end up selling it. Yes. And we'll go ahead and let's throw that over there. Yeah. There we go. See what else we got. Just making some mayhem here. Well, I hope that you are able to get something to eat. My stomach has been just a mess lately, and I'm pretty sure it's because Ooh, nice. Excelsior. My allergies are just killing me. All this gunk is draining in the morning into my stomach, and it's just not fun. So I don't know if that's related, but one of the oldest video games I know of for the PC, it's a little more complex, actually comes from 1995. It's the first ever Doom game. It's the first real-time strategy game, and it's being preserved by fans on a website from which you can download it. It's pretty cool. That is pretty nifty. Okay, Magic Anvil, do we do it? Let's do it. Enchant? Nothing happened. Oh, that's fine. There's another one over here. Let's use it.
Will you tempt fate?
Yes, I will.
Fate has favored you.
And... Ooh, yeah, an attack bonus speed. Yeah, all right. Oh no, 1% attack. I thought it was a speed bonus. Attack speed bonus. It's just attack bonus. Whatever. It's all good. It's all good. By comparison to even titles that came out just a few years later, it's archaic because it was the first. It's super cool. I am a fan of things like that, and so I get it. Oops, rats, gels. My goodness. I mean, this is pretty archaic, but it holds up. It's a fun game. Sorry, just some stuff I know about video game history. Oh no, please, please, anytime. I love when people share stuff like that because I geek out about this kind of stuff. So never feel the need to apologize, except for the fact that you must leave us for a short time. I hope the dog walk goes well. Thank you so much for sharing that. And I've heard good things. I've never read Dune or watched any of the movies or played any of the games, but you're piquing my interest. And there was a space exploration game preserved in a similar way, which you're reminding me of. I can't remember the name, but you sort of explore through space, and there was a Linux open source version of it that was made. It was, you know, an old game that was sort of reconstructed and given new life. And I did play that a little when I experimented with some Linux distros. Oh my golly, it's a big beetle. Ah. Keep attacking spiders, shall we? Mana, since you enjoy this type of game, have you tried Path of Exile? I've not. I have heard of the game. I can't recall what it looks like. Let me look it up in a second here. But you know what game I would like to try pretty soon on stream is Children of Mana. That is a dungeon crawling game that I also very much enjoy. Let's try catching some things, shall we? Oops. How ironic. Gar says, you rated me once when I was playing Path of the Exile. Oops. Oh. Oh, Gar. Oh, that's maybe why I've heard of it. Let's see. That might be it. Let's see. Path of the Exile. A free online action RPG. Oh. Didn't know that. Created by hardcore gamers. Let's see. What's the dealio here? Oh yeah. Okay, I remember seeing you play a little of this. Yeah, it's very much like a Diablo style game. Okay. The completionist, yes, Pixel Knight, actually bought every game on the Wii U and 3DS eShop to help preserve them. Yes, they did. And hopefully that will help with some sort of preservation, but you know, hopefully, you know, I think it was a library or a museum that they donated all of it to. Hopefully, you know, that hardware holds up and at least we have copies, but you know, it's not like something that you can, even though it's preserved in that format, it's not something that people can play. And that's one of the shames, you know. It's one of the problems of this being tied to, it's the problem with games being tied to extended copyright, and trying to milk a game for all it's worth, as well as games as services. Because how do you preserve that? So, which system is Children of Mana? That is on the DS. Yeah, it's behind me here. I'll grab it. Just so I can show it to you real quick.
Your pack is full.
This is the game I was telling, that I was telling Gar about. It's called Children of Mana here. And Children of Mana is, of course, in the Mana series. Ooh, so much glare. Sorry. There we go. So it's part of the Mana series. It is a dungeon crawler, really. Grab back when you got these thick manuals. Look at that. Woo-wee. That is quite an impressive manual. Wow. And look, they even did a 2-page spread just on stopping and starting the game, like with beautiful artwork. Look at that. So, yeah, pretty cool. Yes, Napsy mentions the Collection of Mana, which is an excellent one, plus the remake of Trials, and they have Legend that's out there too. Unfortunately, this is not in Collection of Mana because it is a DS game. Mana's Children's Song says, yeah. But this is an excellent game, and it didn't get a lot of really great publicity because it's pretty simple and it's not to the same level of, say, Secret of Mana or Legend of Mana. It's a very simplistic dungeon crawler, but I really enjoyed it. I thought it was fun, and isn't that what it's supposed to be, right? They do, Pixel Knight. Some very, very impressive clothing options. Actually, I think it's kind of cool looking, but Dawn of Mana came out as part of this whole thing. It was Children of Mana, Dawn of Mana, and what was the Heroes of Mana? And Dawn of Mana was this physics-based action 3D platformer style adventure And then Children of Mana was this 2D top-down dungeon crawler. And Heroes of Mana was an RTS game on the DS. And they're all Square Enix. Yes, Snapsy, all Square Enix. And the interesting thing, the 3 games came out as this whole push to revive the franchise. Instead of just going back to sort of the classic style of gameplay, they were experimenting with other styles, but with these other characters, and it's all sort of connected in the world, and it told sort of the history of the Mana Tree and Mana Sword and all this stuff. I think it was really a cool initiative. Definitely not on the same level as again, Secret of Mana, but I really do enjoy the games for what they are. I think Dawn of Mana and Children of Mana honestly could be my next favorite games in the franchise after Secret of Mana, and that's high praise. Genuinely, most people would not agree with me. So, take that all with a grain of salt. Automod was being a little persnickety. Don't worry about it. We're all good. They didn't like that you said they all. I don't get it. So, all right. Okay, I'll put the buckler over there. Ooh, what's this? Crescent Amulet of the Crone. And I could put that in there. I have that, huh? That's just 1% life stolen per hit. I want to do... Oops, hello. Come on. I thought that was Oh, is that not... Okay, I thought that was actually... I'm confused. What is this? Isn't that a socket? Why no socket? What that has a socket in it. Does it what? Why is there this? That's a socket. No, that's not a socket. Why? I don't know. Whatever. I get a movement speed bonus. I'll go with it. Fine. Whatever. Be persnickety as well. I don't need the emerald ring. Did finish, by the way, The Wizard of Oz with Mana Sprout. That was a lot of fun. Really enjoyed that. Yikes. I mean, we're man, I don't need all this. I'll keep those, though. Antidote? Probably I do want to hang on to that. Okay. Let's send you back to town.
Your pet has departed.
Do a little more fishing. Oops. Also, shout out to the people behind Ultraman making official English dubs for the more recent shows. I do like when there's official dubs of things, yes. Are you a sub or a dub crew? What do you prefer? When you're watching shows and movies that are filmed in a language other than English, do you prefer to watch it? Well, and maybe you speak that language, but assuming you don't speak that language, do you prefer it to be dubbed? That is, you have audio in English? Or do you prefer to have subtitles? It's a little bit of both for me. I generally like to have the dub, but lately I've been watching more and more things with subtitles, and sometimes dubs are really bad, and I prefer subtitles for that reason. But I think that has more to do with the quality of the dub than which I prefer, and I think a good dub beats subs in most cases for me. Pixel Knight has a very good point. Yeah, they probably should be talked about on a case-by-case basis. Very, very good point. I appreciate that. That makes a lot of sense. That question is open to everyone, by the way. Well, we're doing all right. Ooh, look at that thing, huh? Wow. Well, That is very, very powerful. Let's go ahead and let's make this this pet a tarantula for a bit. Whoa! I made a horrible mistake. Terrible mistake. Why did I do that? Oh, that's just disturbing on so many levels. I greatly dislike that. Ugh. I don't really have arachnophobia, but I don't like it. I don't like it. And that's all I'll say about that. Used to prefer sub, but the dubbed voice actors have been pretty good these days, is what Dark Solid X says. Which, that's another very good point, right? It depends on the quality. And quality has improved. I think because a lot of the things that are getting dubbed now, especially coming from Japan, people are realizing there's a much larger market. And so spending a little extra to do these things right makes more sense. You know, make the investment because people are going to enjoy it. Ooh, Night Drinker's gold ring of
Quest is
stone.
completed. Your pack is full.
I'll just put these, there we go, in my dog's pack. Pixel Knight says, I will say dubs can be a bit easier for me to watch at times because I can have it on in the background. That is another very good point. Very good point indeed. Sometimes it comes down to the convenience of when and how you can watch. Hey, this floor was really small. Did you notice that? I think we've pretty much gone through all of it. Well, almost here. I'll fill up on that. Come through here, grab this.
You cannot carry anymore.
Oh, we do have one thing we can do. There we go. All right. Oh, a couple other things. There we are. Why not? And I can't use those again, unfortunately, so no worries. And that's it for all of that. So let's take a look. Oops. Let's take a look at our inventory. I just want to level up. I'm so close. Look at that line right there. Experience. I'm just on the tipping point. And then I should be able to go. Oh, I got. So what is the. Oh. Ha! It's a quest item. That's what that means. Oh, I'm a doofus. Okay, well, I'm going to go ahead and do that. And oh man, they are nice, but yeah, I understand now what that Q means. It's a quest item. Okay. So, let me actually check my quests. Complete. Crescent Amulet. Complete, and then destroy 10 goblins on level 5. Okay, so that's obviously yet to be done. Let's oh, I could have just gone here.
Deals nobody can touch.
I mean, I kind of want to keep some of these, but I think I'll get rid of some. Unicorn will keep that. Yeah. Okay. And gargoyle, I'll get rid of that one too. Tarantula as well. Just to kind of limit what I got going on here. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and use a town portal, I think. Yeah, I am. It seems a little silly, but I want to get these quests done, so. Ooh, Dark Solid X asks an excellent question, and one that I would like to answer. And if anyone else would like, go for it. It's right here. Bing, 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 bing. Just curious, Mana, what is your favorite video game cartoon/anime? Now, let me just first of all clarify here. Do you mean to tell me, or is what you mean by that question that a cartoon or anime based on a video game? or a video game based on a cartoon or anime? He means Pokemon Naps, he says. Okay. I've never actually watched the Pokemon cartoon. Like, I've never seen a full episode of any Pokemon cartoons in my life. True story. I'm not really a Pokemon fan. I don't know. I'm a huge Nintendo fan, but I just never
Good day to
You
you.
feel
never
refreshed.
actually did that. You know what? Why not both? There we go. Okay. So
Experience
I,
your
ooh, hey,
notoriety has
I'm
grown.
tolerated. I would say for the first way to answer that, which is a game turned into a cartoon or anime. Whoa. Boy.
You're always welcome here.
Um. Let's say. It honestly is going to be a little bit silly. Uh, I'm going to go with the Mario movie, the Super Mario Brothers movie that just came out. I think it was very well done and did a great job of capturing the feel of the games. I was also thinking about the Super Mario Brothers Super Show, which isn't fully a cartoon, so I don't know if that necessarily counts. And there were a couple of other things I was thinking about. I'm trying to think of examples. One that came to my mind was actually Bayonetta. Bayonetta was turned into an anime. And I think did I watch that at some point? And I think it was all right. I did not particularly care for the Legend of Zelda cartoons. I did also watch I think it was a Ratchet and Clank movie. That was actually kind of enjoyable. We're talking about, here, I'll put it up here again for you, so feel free to answer as you feel is appropriate here. Right there, there's the question. Hey, David V. Kimball, what up? It is Amana. Welcome on in.
You have
Gosh,
received
we're talking about Dark Solid X's question here, and I said I think my favorite game turned into a cartoon would be the, an adaptation of a game in cartoon form or anime form would be the Super Mario Brothers movie that recently came out. I think they did a great job. There was also a Street Fighter cartoon. I think I saw some of that, and that wasn't too bad either. I'm trying to remember all this stuff. RuneScape's update looking crazy. This is classic Fate, my friend. You know this one. And then the question of cartoons or anime turned into games. What are some favorites? Actually, I really liked the Legend of Korra game from Platinum Games, and that is no longer. It's been delisted. It's no longer available on Steam or the various console stores. But it's a very good game. Ah, yes. Chipotle. That does sound pretty good, Inmate Barrel. David V. Kimball in the house. If you don't know, this is my friend, Family Friendly Live leader, our honorable leader here. I am going to give a big old shout out here on the screen, right over that comment. It's gonna just go away in a moment. Don't worry. It's all good. And David, if you want to follow him directly through the chat, boom, it's going to show up there. David is a family-friendly streamer. You know we love that around here. And he is also someone who is very much involved in sort of tech and business and social media and all sorts of things. and someone who is willing to answer lots of questions I found. I don't know if I should out you on that, David, but how are you doing? And you're most welcome for that shout out. We have a lot of great streamers here as well. Napsy and Dark Solid X, and I'm sure I'm forgetting others here. My apologies. But we are playing Fate, classic dungeon crawler. It's a lot of fun. We need some strength. Boom, 39. That's what we needed for the fancy hat. Let's also boost dexterity. That'll be good. And then we're going to boost... Ooh, what are we going to do here? Sword skill. Yeah, let's just do it. Let's just boost that sword skill. Boom. There we go. That feels right. That feels right. Now we can wear these cool boots. And we don't need those lame boots anymore because we got these cool boots. That's what I'm talking about. And David says, I love to answer Mana's questions. Okay, go for it. I want to hear. Pixel Knight says, oh, you mean the answer my question? I have so many questions. So many questions, David. By the way, did you hear that the Go XLR will likely not be supported here going forward? The company, was it Halcyon something, is sort of moving on to other projects. I just saw this on a video, so, I haven't verified it. You might want to look into it. But the video on YouTube was talking about some alternatives to the Go XLR Pro. I am very curious because I still haven't dove into one of these. Now, the nice thing is that Go XLR Pro, I mean, it's all going to work, but it's just not going to be supported in an ongoing fashion with, future updates. So at some point, theoretically, the software side of it and probably the driver side of it could break, and hopefully they will address that. But I am looking at some alternatives as well. Yes, yeah. So Animate Barrel asks an excellent question. This is a device that is a digital audio interface as well as a mixer. And it looks like sort of a standard mixer. It's got faders, 4-channel, I think it is. Plus, it's got some other functions in some programmable buttons and things like that. And it was something I was actually interested in getting, but it was outside of my price range for a long time. But now there are a few cheaper options that I'm looking at as well. But eventually I'm going to get something. I'm interested in this one that is actually a product of some of the original developers of the Go XLR. So, yeah. Anyway. All right, I think we're ready to go back as soon as I sell this. Yeah, that's what we're going to do. Oh, no, not there. I love the music in this game. So have you played Fate? Those of you who are here in the chat, any of you? Is this bringing back memories of the good old days? Oh, what is this? I still have a piece of jewelry. I still have one more person to return my jewelry to. Complete. Gimbo Tell. Where's Gimbo Tell? Come on. Come on, man. Is he the red? I think he's the red up here. Let's do that. Does for me, Mr. H says. Oh, yeah, he's right up here. There we go. Boom. All right. Boom. We got some more fame. We got the enchanter here. Yeah, let's give this a shot. Let's try and enchant. Let's try and enchant this belt. Why not? What did I get? 1% mana bonus? Not super exciting, but whatever. Anything else we want to do? I'm wary of that, but let's try it. Nothing happened. Okay, well, that's fine. All good. What's this? Oh, attack speed bonus. Yes, hot dog. Let's do that over the vitality. Yes, please. And let's go ahead and grab this here. Bring that over there. Yes, please and thank you. Oh, and I got more portals. Oh my gosh, I've got so many things. I gotta sell some stuff. Anyway, I love bonus mana, Animate Barrel says. Oh my gosh, I'm so excited. Mr. H says, though I played real-time strategy games a lot more. Hey man, are you interested in other PC titles that are kind of like this, but not really? I am, actually. I do genuinely enjoy this style of game. So yes, would be my answer. Oh wait, I need to bring this over and that over. I really like Torchlight. If you know Torchlight and Torchlight 2, love it. Another title I played a lot as a kid was Dungeon Lords, which is sort of a hidden gem. You can get it on Steam. It's an RPG, kind of like KOTOR, but way more classic D&D. I love KOTOR and classic D&D, so let's check it out. Dungeon Lords on Steam. Currently, it is only $3.74, which is pretty awesome. Oh man, that looks very KOTOR era, and like exactly what you described. Yeah, dude, what was it? $3.74. $3.74. I'm buying it. I've got it up. I'm buying it. It's on sale. You have so much gold, David says. I mean, you know, it's the way it goes. You know, it's the way we do things here. Okay, what was I doing again? Oh yeah, I'm gonna put this over here. So I'm definitely going to pick that up after the stream. I'll pick up that game because for that price, that seems pretty good to me. And I think we'll keep all this. And yeah, David, my plan here is to try to take it slow and steady. So I've done a lot of farming, you know, by fishing, and I've only gotten to well, I'm on level 5 now. So yeah, I'm level 4. I'm about to go into level 5. So David says playing over LAN is legit. Can you play this game over LAN? Is that what you're telling me? Whoa. Oh no, Animate Real says I have a early flight tomorrow at 7 a.m. I regret everything. Oh no. Oh, and Mr. H says it's old, my dude. My dad and I played it a lot. So did my older brother. It has LAN capability. That's what you're talking about. If you remember when people played over LAN. There we go. Playing over LAN is legit. I got it now, David. Sorry. I just needed to catch up on chat before it all made sense. So I think if it was released on PlayStation back in the day, people would have gone nuts over it. Unfortunately, as far as I know, it was only a PC title. Valid point. A lot of earlier PC titles did get sort of lost in the mix of the, you know, the console gaming in the US especially. So I will check that out. I've just finished KOTOR. I'm playing KOTOR 2 for the first time and really enjoying that. And I think I'm about maybe a quarter of the way through. But Fate has been really fun. And I actually just recently picked up Soul Calibur 6 on Steam, and I had it in there, and I just the DLC was cheap. I picked that up, and I've been playing through the campaign on it. Because remember, I during the fighting game week here, I was playing some of my favorite fighting games. So I got Soul Calibur 2 with Link, you know, and I was playing that. And it kind of got me thinking, I want to try some of the newer stuff. I'd never really played 6, so. Oh, I remember. This is where things get interesting. Okay. Oh dear. Okay, hold on. Let's feed our pup. Ah, come on. There we go. That was terrible. Fame is... Oh, okay. Cool. I got fame. Neat. Identity scroll. Oh, my golly. All right, what is going on in here? There's, like, all kinds of stuff. Ruby ring. Dang, this is like the gold room here. Okay, weapon rack.
Your pack is full.
I don't want that, but that's okay. Look at all this gold. Snap, speaking of. Let's see. Oh no, not the dog, right? Yeah. If they harm my boy the dog, I will slap them in the face using a sword or something. Here, we can actually No, actually, let's see what I do. I can go health potion. I think that works. Yeah, there we go. Let's give our doggo some more health. I probably need that myself, but gotta protect the flying brain that we currently have. Do I have something better? Ooh, strength, dexterity, fast. That's okay. No, we're gonna go with that. Not identified. Let's try that real quick. Faster casting speed does not help me, so Morningstar. No, I don't need that. Let's go ahead and real quickly nope, we could do that too. I like identifying these because I get more money. Okay, don't need any of that. Probably hold on to that. Don't need that. Okay. Oh, and I can... This is a cool fact, by the way. Identify scroll. Did you know that you could stack them into the books? Really good tip. So I used to always hold all these scrolls thinking they were cheaper than the books and, you know, would eventually try and sell the scrolls to get books and stuff. No, you just slap them in the pages of the book. It works great. I wish I knew that when I was younger. Who wants me to give useless Ultraman trivia? I'm going to anyway if you say no. I'll say yes then. Yes, I want more. David asks when this game came out. Ah, yes. I looked that up before here. Let me take this guy out first. This game came out... I just have to go... May 18th, 2005. And the story here is that if you remember Wild Tangent, you know, it was pre-installed on all of these pre-built machines, HP and whatnot, back in the day, and it was the storefront to purchase this. So there was usually a demo installed on a lot of those computers. That's where most people first played this game. And the thing was, the demo was very lenient. You could essentially play the game as long as you wanted. The thing was, this was the last level, I believe. You could only get to level 5, no deeper. But for most people, you just keep going back and farming and trying to get better and better loot and get stronger, even though you're not going farther into the dungeon and getting to the end game content. So the gameplay loop was still intact. You know, what makes this game is that you sort of just do the same thing over and over. And it's kind of why I call it a comfort food game. And people really got into it. And so I think I first encountered it that way, or at a demo in a Staples, you know, where this game was played on an HP computer to demo the computer. But I actually picked up a disc of this, you know, at the end cap of checkout aisle for like $5, and it was Mac compatible, and I had just gotten a MacBook Pro for grad school, and so I played this. This was my downtime, you know, was play a little bit of Fate just to kind of relax in between, you know, writing a dissertation and such. And yeah, so I have a lot of really positive memories of this game, and wanted to play it. I never played the Steam version, and so I figured it was as good a time as any to start it up on stream, give it a shot, and here we are today. Ooh, I can level up. I'm going to do that real quickly. Oh, only this, though. Okay. Let's do dual wielding. There we go. There we are. So, let's see. Yes, HP and E-Machines. There we go, Mr. H. Yeah, and he suggested 2004. Was off just by a bit, but not much, honestly. Oh my gosh, what is going on here? Okay, let's identify this. Don't want it, though, so that's fine. I don't want those, or that, or that. or this, but I can't actually get rid of it right now. Or can I? I can? Boom. There we go. A little creative item management. That's another thing I like about this game. I'm going to send you back
Your pet has departed.
to do some stuff there. We don't need that at the moment, so we're good there. I assume you played the heck out of the demo when you were younger. Well, not really, not a whole ton. I actually played this game called, I think it was Aeronix or something like that. Aeronix or Aeronix. It was a quick style game. I think it was Quicks. Isn't that the name of it? Basically, one of those games where you create a line. If you enclose a square, you're able to fill that area of the board, and the goal is to fill like 90% of the board, something like that. So that was sort of my my thing, and I enjoyed that a whole bunch. But yeah, this I really just bought the game to play in grad school. Well, to be honest, at 2005, I wasn't that young, So, but I really just got into this. If it came out in 2005, it must, come to think of it. Actually, you know what? I had to do a little. If this came out in 2005, no, I did not play this on the HP I was thinking I was on. I remember Wild Tangent, but it was before this game. We had it on an HP that we got, but we got that in like 2000 or 2001. Maybe it was 1999. I don't know. It ran Windows 98 and had Wild Tangent on it. So no, I must have played this in a Staples, and just thought, oh, that looks cool. And then eventually found it for cheap and thought, yeah, I'm gonna play that. So no, I didn't really play this before. I'm trying to decide if there's something I should actually enchant, but I don't think I want to. But you know what? Let's do this, because what do we have to lose? No, I don't need that. That's fine. Luck is cool, but I don't need it. Yay! Okay, there we go. Got a whole bunch of stuff there. Let's then sell, and we'll just go with that. Okay. So, yes, this does have a few sequels. I did pick those up on Steam because they're pretty inexpensive. This game doesn't typically go on sale, I noticed, just FYI. So, be warned. But I mean, it's pretty inexpensive anyways. Listen, I could tell you about Star Wars lore all day. We're dorks here, Mr. H says. Yeah, Pixel Knight says, okay, the fun fact in the show, The Return of Ultraman, the main Ultraman was meant to be the original Ultraman until it was decided to make a separate one from the original with a new suit. Interesting. They had to call him. Eventually picking Ultraman Jack because of a company dispute. Interesting. Oh, Spidey. We should have a game show music that says, welcome to Pixel's Giant Nerd. I love that. We're all nerds here. We're all family of nerds. It's all good. Yes, I do enjoy Windows 98. It reminds me of a bygone era, as sad as that sounds. I'm not even that old, but I grew up on that as well, and anything from 98 to XP to Windows 7, good stuff. Even had Vista. No, the thing is, 98 was sort of pre-internet taking over everything. You still bought all your software. Computers didn't have as frequent updates. You couldn't really use the internet. At least we couldn't. We got our computer, and we were internetless for, I think, a couple years after we had it. So rather than explore the internet, I was exploring the Encarta CD. That's where I found a lot of real interesting things that happened to be favorite things I was passionate about for long after. That's how I discovered Chaucer and a lot of world music, and yeah. Not a dispute. They just wanted to give him a proper name and had a contest picking Ultraman. Oh, gotcha. I'm sorry. Clearly did not read closely enough. Oh, hello. Look at this guy. It's Grave Chewer the Grizzly. Can we do it? Let's take out Grave Chewer the Grizzly. Dude, Grave Chewer. Man, my boy. That was intense. Like camping. There we go. But we made it through. We had internet, but my dad was working some good jobs back then, so we could afford it. Nice.
You are overburdened.
Yeah, it's it was a different time, right? Different time. There's a game called Hypnospace Cowboy. What is that? Hypnospace Cowboy. Does Bot of Mana accept friend requests? Go for it, David V. Kimball. Yes. Yes, indeed. Oh, yeah, I think so. And yeah, those times, they're good, right? So Hypnospace Cowboy, which is based on being a content moderator on a Netscape type Windows 98 machine. That's funny. Oh, Netscape. Oh, Outlaw. Hypnospace Outlaw. Okay. I'll look that up. All kinds of good suggestions these days. Hypnospace Outlaw. That looks... Hey, that's also 70% off on Steam. The Steam sales right now are redonkulous. Seriously. I definitely want to get a Steam Deck one of these days because my Steam library has grown in the last couple of days, or last couple weeks. Sadly, my Switch library did not grow as much as I had wanted. But some of those Steam deals were just way too good to pass up on. And I figured some of the games that were really discounted well, I wanted to get physical copies so that the eShop didn't really do me any favors. But I think this is the last console, really. I really do think this. The Switch is the last console I'm collecting for. Because so many of the games that are coming out, you know, they're not really stored on the game, you know, a lot of the Switch games even now. But, you know, all the disc-based systems, you know, long since have the discs actually been useful. You know, maybe it's if you have bad internet and you want to be able to install more data from the disc, but you're always downloading additional stuff. So it's not like you have a game that, you know, years from now you just pick up Donkey Kong Country off my shelf here and I could put it in Super Nintendo and it works, you know? Plays just like it did. So, yes, Gar, man. Honestly, and it was on sale, but I couldn't swing it. So I got some games to make me feel better. No, but you spent $100 on Steam sale, my poor wallet. I honestly, I don't think I spent that much, but I definitely spent probably about... It was probably the cost of... I mean, it was like the cost of a full game. I should know how much it was, but I'm going to guess it was about 60 or 70 bucks that I spent all total. Because I did get quite a bit of stuff. And I was like, okay, I made my list, and then I kind of was like, okay, do I have a little more? Okay, I got a few more things, but Pizza Tower, yeah, Pizza Tower is another one that I'm really interested in, and that one looks pretty cool. Yeah, Pizza Tower. That's the sort of Wario type game. Yeah. That one is on my to acquire list at some point. I think it's on my Steam wish list as well. But is it on Switch? Because I'd rather get it on Switch, I think. But yeah, this is why this game is so good for what we're doing, because I can just sort of chill and not worry too much about what we're doing here. Let's identify. It's kind of a lot like Animal Crossing, which I was playing last night, by the way. Which sadly, it had been like a couple, God, like I think it was about a week that I hadn't picked up my Switch. And yeah, and Animal Crossing, I think, is a couple weeks, it's the longest time that I did not play Animal Crossing. But it was just because I had limited time and I was playing more of these Steam games, especially Knights of the Old Republic 2. But I was playing last night Animal Crossing, and I'm like, why would I have ever set this down? And so now I've got the bug. So like, if I don't stream a little Animal Crossing tonight, you better believe I'm going back in and doing more. And I'm using my little app now to track who I'm talking to, making sure I've got everyone spoken to and found all of my fossils and things like that, my DIY and my gyroid bit. So see, Animate Barrel, much better. The thing was, the things I picked up were definitely things, like there were a lot of really good deals, but I tried to make sure I would get things I actually would be playing or would want to have in my library. So I finished off my Star Wars collection, except for the latest game that came out. So I got all of the Pinball DLC. That was the big one. I have all the Star Wars games on Steam. I have them on Switch, but there's some advantages to the version on Steam. It does have higher fidelity, and I'm actually hoping to someday set up a sort of virtual pinball type setup, and that's just a better way to do it. So that's kind of what I'm planning on doing with pinball effects. Sonata, heyo, and Chummy Bear, how's it going? What's up? And how had, let's see, hold on a second. I spent yeah, Pixel Night. It isn't a Mana stream without me ranting off topic. It's all good while people talk about relevant stuff. No, I love that you do that. How has you know who been? David V. Kimball asks. Voldemort? Do you mean Mana Sprout or Ms. Mana? The entity known as Otter Mana. You know, Otter Mana. I was chatting with Otter Mana the other day, and Otter Mana was telling me, you know, that they miss being on streams. I said, really? Well, maybe we could do something about that. On Dungeon Crawler Without Rats, ain't that the truth? Otter Mana! Oh, man. I love it. I love it. So, yeah, we're just exploring the last little nooks and crannies here, which is kind of the point. I want to get in there. So, what am I missing? I hear stuff. Sounded kind of scary, actually. So, okay, I'm going way the wrong way. Let's go back this way. There's multiple. No. I just using they in the singular sense. No, I just I tend to use they a lot in the singular, you know, sense when I'm talking about people. It's just easier. You know, because I think part of what trained me is that, you know, on Twitch I'm seeing usernames, so it's you know, you can't really ascertain someone's you know, whether they're he or she on on Twitch from a username. So I just say they. That's, you know. And I think I got the hopes up. No, I have one otter friend, Otter Mana. You should already know I'm not a they, Napsy says. Napsy. Napsy's a Napsy. I've seen that too, Sonata, but I'm a creature of habit. I'm a Napsy, exactly. Signed up for Kick as Barrel, but I get called Barry a lot. Sonata says, like, I can see that I'm the only one here who has pronouns set. Sonata says, oh yeah? So the extension, it goes everywhere, like to everyone's, or like if you have the extension or the plugin, then you'll see it on every channel. I didn't realize that. That's handy. Actually, maybe that would be handy, but I'll just... Extensions are more things to worry about. Yeah, and maybe they won't work on mobile. That's another good point. But if anyone, tells me, I will always try to honor that. If you
Your pack is full.
tell me, I just genuinely will not
Cannot
always
carry
remember. So that's why, again, I go with they. All right, let's take a look here and see what I would maybe want to keep. Not a whole lot there. Wow, I have a bunch of junk in here that I need to sell. So we're going to do that.
Has departed.
Actually named my latest D&D Rogue Barrel. Nice. Right on. Yes, I remember that. I remember you talking about that too. By the way, David, what did I do with them? I just had them. How did I lose everything? Oh. What's this? Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. There was another card. Hold on. I was going through magic cards earlier. There's another card in here. Balance of Power. If you have, look at that, there's sorcery. It says, if you have fewer cards in your hand than your opponent does, draw until you have the same number. When you play Balance of Power, it doesn't
Your
count
pet
as
has
in your hand.
returned.
How did I miss that? I think, oh, come on, man, Nafsi said. Oh my gosh. Yeah, I was going through these, and I think I just like, I don't. So, but that's not a Lord of the Rings set, right? Do they just give you like one random non Lord of the Rings card? Man, a rookie move. Chummy Bear. What did I do? Oh my gosh! Look, okay, this is what I got. So I got this. This. The companion app says it's 8th edition. Okay. Is that? I almost forgot his Balance of Power. That is so funny. How are the folks at Club Tort doing lately? Hey, they're doing really quite well, actually. In fact, I do need to do an update. There's been a name change. We're now, it's a little bit generic, but we are now the Gamers Guild. And this is a result of many of the team no longer playing Animal Crossing as much, which makes me very sad. But that was, one of the big things. But yeah, Gamers Guild is pretty cool. So, but Club Tortimer was a thing, right? I'll show Balance of Power here in just a second. Yeah, don't worry. And then one thing I thought was really cool is getting the art series here. So this is a foil image of the Dead Marshes. So there's that, and this Balance of Power. This feels like an old card, but it's apparently an 8th edition. Anyway, that's kind of funny. I'm like, I'm picking up the bag, looking for the cards, and all of a sudden I'm like, wait a minute. There's definitely something else in here, but there's what that looks like. Set booster. Universes beyond. Anyway, and as I was mentioning earlier, in case anyone missed it, this definitely not a Lord of the Rings card, yeah. So this is going to be on the docket for playthrough. This is kind of keeping in line with. Oh wait a minute, what's going on here? This is keeping in line with. What am I trying to say? With the dungeon crawling theme. There we go. So I actually have 2 copies of this because I was trying to get a friend to play it with me because there's actually a way to link games, but I ended up just he eventually got rid of his DS collection and was like, hey, do you want it? And I was like, well, I won't say no because, maybe eventually I can find a friend or a family member who will play with me. So I have 2 copies of it. I think I might have 2 copies of Heroes of Mana 2, but I could be wrong on that. I might just have 1. So, anyway. Of course you have 2 copies. Right. Why have 1 when you can get 2 at twice the price? But I am going to tell you this. I actually have on occasion purposefully picked up duplicate copies, like, for example, The Legend of Zelda Triforce Heroes. Yeah, that's the game. Which R.L. Ritchie, who rated us at the start of this stream, and Rob, Alex, and I are hoping to play together at some point. So, something to keep in mind. The other thing. Oh, you DM'd an image of what you see in chat in regard to. Oh, thank you. Yeah, please. Oh, go ahead. Feel free to post it in the chat. Seth's blog post on retro games is great. Was looking at your blog. Oh my gosh, yes. And we're actually talking. See, unfortunately, things just my ability to sustain a lot of these things, it's limited. I try and dabble, but then it's like I find, okay, well, hey, I don't have the ability to continue this or sustain this. Or it's not as popular. That was actually well received, but I may try to revive that where people can add entries here and I can as well. And there's so many things that we all share, and I'd love to highlight some of the other great content creators. Seth, of course, member of Family Friendly Live as well, so that's always a nice connection. Don't think. Oh, see, great man. And now I'm going to sleep tonight because I'll be pondering what counts as. Yeah. I'm not going to. You can blame me on that. Seth is our friend Seth Haskell. Yes, Animate Barrel. Crystal Chronicles would be a lot of fun. Minish Cap. We could play online with NS. Oh, I forgot about that. Animate Barrel, DM me. Let's make some plans. Yeah, right, Napsy, exactly. That's it. All right, here we are. Look at this. We're deeper in the dungeon, being attacked by so many rats. Oh my goodness. I think my dog needs a fish. Oh, maybe not, actually. Seemed to do quite well. Let's give him a fish anyway, though. Perfect, Animate Barrel. Let's discuss. Also, my dog's now a unicorn. My dog is a unicorn. Unicorn.
Well, hold on to your hats.
Whoa!
We're being raided.
Dilophosaurus! Hype, how are you doing? Welcome on in. We are being raided. Random dino inspection. All is good here. Dilophosaurus, Little Ash Bunny. Wow, how are you doing? Wandering Thunder, welcome on in. Some fantastic people. Actually, David V. Kimball. Our leader of Family Friendly Live. You should get to know Wandering Thunder. Actually, I think, correct me if I'm wrong, Dilophosaurus, you are also family friendly, correct? But Wandering Thunder is very overtly a family-friendly streamer, and very, very fun, very engaging. So just putting that out there. But yes, Kara Minx, how are you doing? Lovely to see you as well. So many great people here. Let's get it. A shout out for you. And Dilo, how was your stream? What were you playing? Let's take a look. It was Ark Survival Evolved. And Sonata seconds the endorsement of Thunder. Indeed, which was funny when we found out that we knew Thunder, but from totally different, we didn't know that we each knew them. Now, how fun was that? Listen, Lash Money's thirding the endorsement. I'm popping it in the chat. Everybody, feel free to follow Dilo there. And I'm actually going to do a shout out for Wandering Thunder. And we're going to put that in the chat as well. But if you know, we do need to let a little bit of time pass before we can do that. Wandering Thunder also, by the way, just recently celebrated their the anniversary of becoming a Twitch affiliate. So very cool on that. Very cool. And let's see here. Just kind of going around trying to stay alive. For everyone who's come on in, thank you so much. There we go, that shout out for Wandering Thunder. There's a person that I recommend. You can click the little link in the chat. And Dilo and Wandering Thunder, you're both so welcome, no problem. And Ghost, how you doing, Ghost SL7? What is up? Excuse me, it's the Stormbringer. Dilo and Wandering Thunder, both fantastic. Thank you so much, and thanks for that raid. For anyone who's new, my name is Mana. I too am a family-friendly streamer. A clean streamer. I focus on mostly wholesome content, especially Nintendo. That's my jam. I love Nintendo games. Retro on original and official hardware, and indie games as well. There's so many great stories told in indie games. I feel like this whole streaming thing is really kind of like gathering around a campfire. We have this shared interest in video games, and that's what we gather around, but really it's the conversations that happen around that are meaningful and important, and why I have continued to do this for as many years as I have. So if this sounds like something that's your cup of tea, then feel free to give a follow, join along, and follow me as I continue this journey. The one thing that I have made sure I have time for, even if I can't always commit to the extra things, is the streaming. Trying at least once a week, but, several times a month at least.
Your pack is full.
The campfire song. There we go. Hey, We Wear Wave, how's it going? And Andu the second, what is up? Andu the second lost the other account. Oh no, Andu. Andu the first is gone, but Andu the second will be with us forever. Andu, good to see you. Sorry you lost that. And what is up, everybody? How are you doing? All right, we got to do a little item management here. Let's get rid of... Well, let's identify a few things first. There we go. There we go. None of that's going to be something I want. Nope. Nope. And nope. And we'll keep that. We'll keep that. We'll go ahead and get rid of that. We don't need that. I never really use mana, so... Shh. Don't let it be known that I said that. Little Ash Bunny says, I hear that as someone that hasn't streamed since November. Oh, yeah. But yeah, I try for once a week, actually. That's, generally speaking, I can do that. And then there are occasions where I miss a week, but then I usually do a couple the following. So generally speaking, I'm fairly consistent in the amount that I stream, but my schedule as of late has been all sorts of wonky. So my apologies on that. But you stream, Little Ash Bunny. I didn't realize that. Would you feel free to share a little bit about your streaming? Yes, and if I can swing it, We Were Wave. Man, those new Mario Kart courses would be a lot of fun to stream. We'll see. I did leave in my schedule a little bit of room, little wiggle room. Let me actually show you what I got here, because I did post today
Your pet has returned.
a one of these things, schedule. But I said I just can't commit to more. So, is Little Big Planet a retro game? It depends on who you talk to. I would say, well, maybe we lift this up to the chat. How would you define retro? To me, true retro gaming, I think what I've kind of landed on is everything in the eras where we talk about bits. So, the Nintendo 64 and older. But there are a lot of people that would suggest that, some of the PlayStation 2 games and things like that, that counts as retro. I don't think it counts as retro. I think we could say that they're older games, they're maybe old modern games, but I would not count them as retro. That's my take. To me, again, retro it's the times, the eras in which we would talk about bits. And then I would say, that the current gen systems are really the only things that we can consider current and sort of,
Is that
like,
a new
that's
subscriber?
contemporary. Oh my
Welcome.
gosh, Harvard, how are you doing? Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Well, we were Wave, but it wasn't like by that time, like GameCube, PS2, Xbox, like people weren't really talking about it in the same way, It was sort of like the initial thing of, well, hey, look, this is this many bytes and bits and stuff, but it wasn't the same thing. Can we get some hype in the chat though? Herbert, thank you for that resubscription. 10 months. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. Yeah, and I think the other thing that I used to use to define it was anything pre-disc. But that doesn't always apply either, because again, I would consider the PS1 to be a retro console at this point. I don't think that any of the Xbox systems are retro. And I think only the PlayStation 1 counts as retro from Sony. And honestly, the Dreamcast is one of the trickier ones. But to be honest, nailed it. I agree. Thanks, David. I appreciate that. That's nice to have a little affirmation there. And some hype, by the way. Thank you all. I'm terrible at fishing right now. Gen 6 and prior is retro. Gen 6. Now, my generations are real rough right now. But Gen 1 would be like... Let me see if I can do this off the top of my head. Gen 1 is going to be your, Pongs and things like that. Gen 2 is going to be your Atari 2600. And that era. Gen 3 is going to be your NES, Master System. Gen 4 is going to be your Super Nintendo and Genesis. Gen 5 is going to be your PlayStation and N64. So you're suggesting that PlayStation 2, GameCube, Xbox, and back are retro. So including those. Is that what I'm thinking? PS3, to me, that's gonna be your Gen 8, right? Gen 8. Sweet Guard, yes. Thank you for that. I'm getting things right. So much hype. Lil Ash Mike, to be fair, I grew up with the N64 and GameCube games, so I mentally consider PS2 and GameCube retro. Gotcha. But there's another thing going on, which I think we could also use and apply to this, and that's sort of the language around comic books, Golden Age, Silver Age, etc. So we could do some of that. And that, I think, gets a little bit fuzzier, because I think Golden Age tends to apply differently to arcade games versus console gaming. And handhelds also are in sort of a different era. It's weird. It gets complicated. So but I think in terms of retro, I think, again, those things that we would kind of identify as involving bits. And then I don't know the term that I would use. Wondering if any of you want to suggest. We could say like early modern for, Xbox, PS2, and so on. And then up to, do we want to call the current gen modern? I don't know. So yeah, I mean, PS2 released over 20 years ago when I consider retro, but see, the thing about it is, I think retro also applies to a type of gaming. Like when you hear retro, at least for me, and maybe this is my bias, but when I hear retro, I think of typically actually sprite-based games, pre-3D era. But like the PlayStation 1 was actually competent for and had plenty of really good sprite-based games, but with some 3D in it as well. Same with the N64, although less. And but that was a generation pushing 3D and bringing that into the mainstream. And then it really was the next generation when that became the normal sort of thing. Oh no, oh my golly, oh no, it's an ad break. I wasn't paying attention. I'm sorry. Oh no, ad break time. Well, I better go refill my water anyway. My apologies, my friends. Oh, I'm sorry. I will be right back. Please don't go anywhere, and these ads should be done soon. So sorry. All right. Thank you for your patience. Didn't realize the time was up. Twitch. They are forcing these ads now. I'll take a break. Be right back in a couple minutes. To be continued. All right, after these messages, I'll be right back.
hold on to your hats. We're being raided.
We're being raided. What? 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 Welcome on in, Dapius. What? Yes. Oh, that's awesome. Oh, Dapius. Shout outs to you, Dapius. Thank you so much. I'm so glad to see you. It's been a bit. I haven't been able to catch anyone's streams lately. If you don't know Dapius, Dapius is a fantastic streamer that we came across making the push for affiliate. Just recently got it. Has been playing some great games. Animal Crossing being, of course, favorite around these parts. Dapius plays a lot of Animal Crossing, especially Happy Home or Happy Island Designer, Happy Paradise Home, Happy Home Paradise. There we go. And I know this game. And then also we got to play some Mario Kart 8, which is really cool. Had 9 of 26. WiiWare Wave. That does not make sense. Can you refresh? Can you refresh WiiWare Wave? That is bizarre. I've never heard that many ads all at once. Really strange. But Dop is so happy to see you. Hope you're having an amazing stream. It's great. Thank you so much. How was yours? And I'd love to hear more about how things are going with you. It's been probably a couple weeks, actually, since I've been able to hang out with you. So I am right now playing Fate, which is a really fun, old-school sort of dungeon crawler that back in the day was a lot of fun. It came out in 2005, we learned. And so we're just chilling and kicking back and enjoying. Catching fish, doing a lot of that at the moment. And yeah, refreshing during ads is never a good idea. Oh, sorry. Oh, never mind. Maybe not. Maybe not. Maybe not. Sorry. Didn't know. Man, I'm gonna head to bed and try to get a little sleep before my early flight. Okay, blessings on you and your flight. Safe travels. May the pilots be at their best. And may the wind be at your back, and may the passengers not be grumpy. So take care. I am going to share briefly here a game that I wanted to bring this up last time. This is a board game that I recommend. It's from WizKids, Last Second Quest. This game, oh gosh. WiiWare Wave says, at 3 of 26, I might dip. No way. I'm so sorry. That is so strange. I understand. I'm sorry. Actually, you know what? Let me see if this helps. Hang on a sec. Give me a moment here. I'm gonna try something. Hopefully it works. Let's see. Okay. Oh, thank you, Little Ash Bunny. I really appreciate that. I'm hoping this may help. So maybe you get out of the ads. That's what I'm hoping we were. You're more than welcome. Let's see if it works. Adopia says it was fun. Played some Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Rescue Team and then Animal Crossing like always. Nice. No, it's my pleasure. I don't know what was going on, but hey, if that can fix it, then there we go. Yes, as Sonata said, if that can fix it, because I don't know what was going on there, then that's what I want to do. Ads are over. Okay, see? I don't know why Twitch was bugging out, but I would happily give you a sub so that you can, get out of whatever ad HE double hockey sticks that you ended up in. So there we go.
Thanks for joining the Friends of Power.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Aw. Oh, man. Well, thank you all. Some kind words now. I wasn't fishing for compliments, but I do appreciate that. Oh, shucks. Thank you all. I really appreciate that. Man, infinity ads, yeah. Try this one simple trick. Twitch hates them. That's funny. Hey, and also, who is it? Little Ash Bunny, you're a streamer too? Is that what I heard? I think that's what I heard. Please, I want to know more. I may have missed it because I stepped away to refill my bottle of water, but yeah, if you would, please. Now, I got to say this because Gar is here. I bet Gar is streaming right now, actually, to be honest. I'm going to go ahead and do this. Gar deserves a shout out as well. Gar is just one of the best family-friendly role-playing and PC game friends that I have here on this platform. And yes, okay, there we go. He's streaming right now. Look at that. He likes to do that. He'll lurk and support even when, when he's streaming. I love that. So there we go. We may have to give a raid over to Gar tonight. But Little Ash Bunny, yeah, are you a streamer? Who was it that was talking about being a streamer? You're a streamer too, WeWare says. Mostly JRPGs on stream. I think I do follow you, WeWare Wave. I'm almost certain. Let me pull it up real quick. Do I follow you? I don't. WeWare Wave, you got yourself a follow. And what the heck? Oh, and Little Ash Bunny, I'm gonna give you a follow as well. You came in with good people. I get the feeling that you care about similar things and about wholesomeness and stuff, so we're gonna do that. All right, we're gonna do it. Little Ash Bunny streamed about 63 hours in 6 days. Oof. Wow. Yeah. That is, yeah, Sonata, that's another thing. Oh, but I got a little distracted here. I wanted to show you getting burned out. I can see how that would do it, Little Ash Bunny. This game. It's a good family game. This is, again, it's by WizKids. It's a fantastic satchel packing game by Christian Gyo. Last Second Quest. Why do I bring this game up? Simply because the way that this game works, this is the easy card. You also can do a backpack, which, let me make sure I have the right way here. Is this way? No, this way. Wait. Which way is it? This way. There we go. Yeah. You can also do the backpack here, like that. And so the chest of the backpack. What you're trying to do. Oh, and then there's also some other things like
transpired has done so according to my
Jack has just resubscribed 28 months in a row.
who allowed your rebel friends to subscribe to your
Thank you so much. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. That's amazing.
Almost a year. Also boot.
Boom! Air horn. So then this is the bag of parts here. And I don't know if you can see this, but all of them have different shapes. And so what you're trying to do is you get sent on a quest last second. And everybody has all of these items in the middle of the table. And it's a dungeon crawler board game. Sort of. The only point to the game is that you have all of your items in the middle of the table. And everybody, as soon as you reveal the card, has to try and get the items that match the quest and get them to fit on the board. And so you're trying to get as many points by getting relevant items and getting as much on the board. And then you can actually argue about whether an item's relevant or not. Yes! And it's super fun. So yeah, like, just to kind of give you a small sampling here of some of the Wash shucks. So like, oh, let me go back to this here. So you can get here's like, I don't even know, shield. Here's a sword. I mean, these are just some of the things that popped out when I grabbed some things from the thing. So there are single square tiles. There's like 4 square tiles like that. There's some unusual ones like this hat with the feather. So all of these are in the middle of the table, like I said. And then there's another set of things. Another raid! Dash Magnum raiding us!
Thanks for raiding Art of Magic.
Hot dog! How are you doing? I'm gonna have to share this with Dash. Gar supporting not only this channel, but also our friend Dash. Look at this. This is awesome. It is a party. I'm gonna have to show this board game to Dash because I think he'll like it. So let's give a shout out to Dash. Yes, and in the chat you can actually follow right away. Please do. Dash is the dude. Family friendly RPG, mostly Star Wars, Star Trek, that kind of stuff, other things as well. Boom, this is my man. He's playing Star Trek Online.
Everything that has transpired has done so according to my design. It was I.
And by the way, little
allowed
Ash
your
Bunny,
rebel friends to subscribe to your
I'm sorry that you burned out, but if you end up coming back, I will
Dashing in with a
happily
Magnum resub.
check you out.
Here's to many, many more months. Dashma 1 Magnum, Dashma 1 Magnum, Dashma 1 Magnum.
Thank you so much, Dash. And I'm so glad you get to see Fate. This is great. This is great. Oh, man, that air horn's great, too. Before we get into Fate, let me, first of all, share for anyone who's new that I'm Mana. I am a family-friendly variety streamer with a focus on Nintendo, retro and original hardware, and official hardware and indie titles. And I'm so happy to have you all here. Please feel free to follow along if you'd like. And thank you so much for being here. Yeah, that's amazing, right? Dash, are you familiar with the game Last Second Quest? This is a frantic satchel packing game that I recommend, and you'll see why in a moment I bring this up. First of all, you get a card like this. This is the easy one, okay? Or you could have the backpack, right? Like that, okay? Or you could have the more advanced tiles like the this here, maybe like a wagon, or the sort of chest. I think this is set of satchel. Oh, it's the side satchel bags for the horse, is what it is. Yeah, side satchel bags. So
Weird
whatever.
flex, but okay.
So you get these. And then you have a bag of goodies here. All right, all of these are different shapes.
bro.
I think it's a cool story. Quit picking on me. So you have all these shapes here. And again, if I just take a few out. All the stickers are going wild. All right. These shapes then have to fit on the board. Okay. Okay. Oh my gosh. Then the other elements here are you do have characters. So here's like one of the characters, so you get some different bonuses from that, and then you can sort of lock and indicate if you're ready to go, so things like that. This here. This here is an example of a quest card. Y'all. So these quest cards, I'm not salty. These quest cards here are what you go off of, and you all have to decide together what are you going to do to basically this is like a legend. So you want to get, I can't remember what they all are at the top of my head right now. It's like magical items. I can't remember. Oh no, yeah. So no magical items. No, I think it's like no occult items or something like that, and no weaponry. But you want treasure and like I can't remember. Anyway, and you get points based on how difficult the card is. So you're basically all scrambling all at the same time to fill your chest or your card with all the appropriate items. And you just do it all together, and then as soon as somebody has finished filling up every single space, then they declare everyone stops, and then you count up your points and things like that. So that's the way that game works. The reason I bring it up is because look at this here. If I were to open up inventory, wow, there are items that take up different spaces. Look at that. And if I had armor, like armor takes up 4 there, and and stuff like that. And so I love how that board game, yeah, right, Little Hash Bunny. I love how that board game incorporates the the sort of item management of this game, Fate, and I think that's really cool. And I really like, it's an age-old game of inventory management, and I love the inventory management in this game. It's very hands-on. It doesn't do things for you, but I think it does it well by having, first of all, a very appealing UI. I love the glow from underneath for the stones, and I love all of the way that the weapons and stuff work. So I think that's super cool. Exactly. I love it. And then look, it's even appropriate there. And of course, you can go fishing in this game. As I first started up this game before streaming it the first time, and Gar saw me on Steam, he said, it's what he said, it's fishing time, huh? So anyway, this game and Last Second Quest, I recommend. Last Second Quest. That's the one. Okay. Okay, fishing and legendaries are weird. I mean, this is true. But I like this game. It's got a great gameplay loop. So for those of you who don't know, this came out in 2005. Oh, no IRL friends. One of the hardest things about board games, honestly. So I get you. But the thing is that Sonata says, well, it's late. I'm going to head out for the night. See you later. All right. Hey, you have a good one. Thank you so much. And thank you for being here, for your support, for send me the links and things on Discord. We'll chat more. That's true, Napsy. Yeah. But this game came out in 2005. I first encountered it we discovered it. I would have been too old for it to have been on the computer from my parents got an HP, but I believe it was at a Staples I first saw it, at a demo. And then I bought it because it was a game that actually was compatible with Mac, and I had purchased a MacBook Pro for grad school. So I got this game on it was like a dual disc. It actually worked for Windows as well, but I have all my saves from my Mac. I decided to start fresh on Steam because, frankly, I thought it would be kind of fun to show people what it was like to start from the beginning. But what is Auntie's gift? What is that? What is this? 10% movement speed bonus, attack speed bonus, faster. Whoa! Ooh, that's good. Defense 16. Yes, please and thank you. I am so happy with that. That was a good thing to get. Oh, that's awesome. Some legendary gear. Yo, indeed. Wow. Oh, that's fantastic. Good one, Dash says. That just made my night. I am pumped. That was amazing. what are all these other things here? Let's see. Did we get anything else that's decent? Oh, whoa. Why? What did those... Oh. Can I, like, not wear boots with it? Or... Huh. That's interesting. Huh. I mean... I maybe? That might be what it is.
Could not be completed.
But we'll see. I got the helmet with bunny ears. Why not? Gives you a strength penalty, so maybe that... Oh, because I can't... I don't have the strength now. I got it now. I can't use that. Reducing your strength under the boots requirement. Yes. Darn, I wasn't paying attention to that. Okay. Well, that means I need to... Oh, boy. Because I don't want... Okay, I'm going to sell some fish. Because I don't want to get rid of those. I don't even know what fish I'm selling. I'm just going to make some space. There, I want to keep those. So there we go. We're just going to do that. All right. Got to be stronger. And I can look to see... oops. Okay. No, not inventory. I want to go... No. There we go. Oh, no. Here. Okay. 35 because I took that hit. And I needed to be 39, I think it was. Right? 36 and 39. So, darn. But I can get back there. So, that's not too bad. Oh! Scooter's raiding.
Your ass. We're being raided.
We can do this in one level up, and we're getting close. Look, see, we're close. We're at 16,018 out of 17,241. Scooter, my friend, hello, and Scooter, I can't wait to see you playing Star Wars Knights of the Old Republic on stream. This is one of my good friends. I gifted him a copy of the game because I want to see him play it, and so I'm looking forward to hearing. Did you actually do it tonight? I'll check out the VOD if I need to, but please let me know when you're going to do it. I'd love to see it. Kaboomer's here as well. Hey, all my friends, thank you so much. Listen, if you are new around here, I'm Mana, clean streamer. I love playing wholesome games. I'm playing Fate, a good old classic here on Steam, and I just got some legendary gear. I got bunny ears. I'm pumped. That's amazing. It makes me faster, better, stronger. So anyway, yeah, we're going to see Scooter play some Knights of the Old Republic Dash. And I think one of the nice things, too, Scooter, is that the PC version is very playable with just the mouse. And makes for a very nice casual sort of way of playing and not having to worry about juggling a controller and whatnot. So anyway, just putting that out there. I thought that might be a fun way to engage in the game.
Your pack is full.
Yes, I'm so excited. This is an amazing night. I'm having so much fun meeting so many new people and just hanging out with all of you. This has really been a very special night, and I appreciate. We've had raids now from RL Ritchie, Dilophosaurus 89, Dopius. Sorry, I sort of mispronounced your name there, Dopius. Dash Magnum and Scooter 102089. Plus, we've had resubs from Herbert and Jack Locks 2 plays and Dash Magnum. So thank you all so much. And need to check your Steam. Oh, and Scooter, yes, I did actually. I got it today. Thank you for gifting me Sonic Mania and the DLC on Steam. I really appreciate that, my friend. I'm going to crank that to the highest resolution, and we're going to play some Sonic. So thank you so much. Right, Mr. H? So we had a nice little back and forth. You didn't need to do that, Scooter, but I appreciate it so much.
You are overburdened.
Yeah, exactly. That's the nice thing about the wish list. Well, sometimes it's the nice thing about the wish list. And thank you so much for that. Sonic's great. Scooter already knows I'm a Sonic fan, Mr. H says. Yes. I do love me some classic Sonic. Sonic Superstars is really exciting to me. I cannot wait to get that game, and Super Mario Brothers Wonder. So we were talking earlier, and I think this is a good time to bring it back up. The question is, how would you define retro in the world of video games? And I believe you've actually addressed this topic before, Scooter. So I am very curious to know. Let's send our... yeah, we'll send our dog back to town there. Oh, and then we get another spider right there. That's perfect timing, right? Why not? Why not? Do I have... oh, I got the spear now in there. Okay, not identified. Identify it to get the bonus for selling it. All right. Mr. H caps it off at 2011. So what I said, okay, what I said is, to me, retro is anything where we were still actively defining the systems by their bits. So that, to me, is the Nintendo 64 generation and below. I think the PlayStation 1 counts as retro, but no other Sony consoles do. I don't think any Microsoft consoles count as retro. And the GameCube on do not count as retro. So I think, you know, in terms of home consoles, that's how I would describe it. But yes, this game, I should tell you, it's a pretty standard dungeon crawler. It's got a great gameplay loop, though, because you're trying to get all your gear, as typical dungeon crawlers will have you do. But the thing is, there's a randomly generated baddie who is at level 42 of the dungeon. So what we are trying to do is we are trying to get to level 42 and defeat that baddie. Now, I'm on level 5, I think it is right now. Or 6, I can't remember. 5, I think. And it's pretty easy to die in this game, but I've been taking it slow, and I'm really trying to gear up, doing a lot of fishing, which usually lands you some very good bonuses and makes it a lot less likely that you die unexpectedly, get swarmed by a bunch of enemies, and then get taken out. You can find on the mini-map the areas that you haven't discovered yet. The red marker shows where I can go deeper into the next level, but it's generally a good idea to continue to explore all of the areas of each dungeon level before moving on to the next level. That will get you the best opportunities for good gear. So that's sort of the way this works. Ooh. Oh. Scooter, for me, I put any console before HDMI can be retro. That would put PlayStation 2 into the retro category. And sort of technically the Xbox. Solid. No worries. Thank you so much for being here. Anyways, if PS1 and N64 are retro, then what do you consider classics? Because I call those classic, and the generation before that are retro. I like that. I would say that because I really think retro at its core is sprite-based game consoles. But a lot of these systems were experimenting with 3D. I mean, even the Super Nintendo was. But I think it wasn't until the GameCube, PlayStation 2, Xbox era when it was really solidified as the norm. Arguably PS2 or PS1 and N64 as well, but that was the transition generation, you know. I don't know. I don't know about that, Scooter. But maybe we call that classic? I don't know. And yes, Mr. H, I do like that idea because, yes, growing up on PC changes what considers to be classic or retro, yeah. GameCube as well? Okay, all right. Maybe I'm wrong here, you know. 1980 to early 2000s, Mr. H says, that does make sense. And, yeah, Wonder looks really cool, Dash. I agree. Sonic Sonic and Mario coming out like they are is really exciting to me. So, right now, 7-19. Ooh, I kind of want this, even though I can't use it just at the moment. Ooh, I kind of want that because that is really pretty good. Ooh, what? 9-23, but that's 40. I don't have enough. I could. Well, do I have enough actually? If I take that off, I would. I don't think I will though. Okay. Let's get rid of some of these. It's not worth the space. I haven't used any of them right now. Mana, I'll keep those two. I'll keep that. Let's get rid of... Nah, we'll just keep all that. It's good. Okay. Mike Tron, hey, good night, peeps, off to bed. Did I miss you, Mike Tron, coming on in? Good to see you, Mike Tron, my friend. Mike Tron, another fantastic streamer, family friendly at that. I'm sorry if I missed you there, Mike Tron. Boy, chat was hopping there, my friend. But have a lovely night. Sleep well, do good and be well. And Scooter played some Street Fighter. Nice, nice. Well, very good. Yeah. I think if we allow for a moving window, GameCube, Xbox, and PS2 will eventually be retro. Yeah, see, that's where I start to also think about the comic book language of Golden Age, Silver Age, etc. I don't know. I'm not sure. I think there's probably some further defining that needs to happen. But I think retro really is defined by the bit wars. And, you know, after that, and I think maybe you could also make an argument for the media that was used. So disc-based consoles becoming the norm. You know, I think that was also marking a transition. So I don't know. But anyway, Generation 5 through 6 classic, generations 4 or older, retro, 7 and newer, current. See, I would only give current to the current one generation. So I would say Switch is current, PlayStation 5 is current, and whatever Xbox calls its current thing is current. Even that's going to be a little bit tougher to define, though, as the changes between generations is not really as defined anymore, you know? So we'll see. Yes, Mr. H, you've shared that before, and I love that. Yeah. Oh, man, those coins were for the laundry, not the arcade machine. But boy, don't you just love when you have those places that just fill your memory? I love that. That's so cool. Places like the laundromat where you got to play the arcade. I think that's so cool. You notice that I do use some of the... Ooh, I'm going to keep that. I do use some of the spells or the books of Identify to check my gear. And that is really just because then you do get more gold from selling them. See, I disagree with that fundamentally, Little Ash Bunny. This is something that people were saying back in the day, and I'm just like, nope. Because what people were saying is the Switch came out. This is what people said. The Switch, and maybe you have another reason for saying that, but what I heard was the Switch came out so far before PlayStation 5 and whatever Xbox's thing is, that the Switch is actually from the previous generation. But the problem with that is it just was it was the first console to come out in that generation. And it came out much earlier than the PS5 and the Xbox Series, blah, 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 blah. That's how I look at it. Right. The Wii U, to me, is last generation. The Switch is current generation, meaning it is in the same generation as PS5 and Xbox. I think the other thing people said is they were looking at the technology and they were saying, well, this isn't as powerful as the other one. Well, that's never really. I mean, we don't say, oh, the Sega Genesis. But I mean, that's a contentious way to put it. But we won't say the Sega Genesis wasn't as powerful as the Super Nintendo. So it's clearly from the NES generation. That would be silly, right? To me, it's what was the mainstream console during that period of time. The Switch, I think it was both because people said, oh, it's not as powerful, and it came out so much earlier than the PS5 and the Xbox. But it is, right now, this is what we got. Is Nintendo supporting the Wii U? No. They're only supporting the Switch. That means it is the current generation alongside, what is Sony promoting? The PS5. They're also promoting the PS4. So what do you do with that? And same thing with, anyway. That's what I think anyway. And yes, I have looked it up on Wikipedia. I know Wikipedia does that too. I definitely feel like I argue that it is part of this generation and not part of last. I think that was a weird thing that people started to say, and it is on Wikipedia, but I disagree. 7th goes from 2005 to 2017. 8th goes from 2012 to 2020 just to rope in the Switch. Oh man. But yeah, no, I no. The Wii is not the same gen as Wii U. See, to me, okay. Backing up. I'm getting on my high horse soapbox. Standing up on that soapbox. I'm on the soapbox. No, I'm not on the soapbox. I'll get off the soapbox. So, we said this little short review. First generation is going to be all your like Pong clones and things like this. We're talking consoles really right now. Pong clones and the like. Second generation is going to be your Atari 2600 was the standout that generation, right? Your Generation 3 is going to be your NES and your Master System. Generation 4 is going to be your Super Nintendo and your Genesis. Your Generation 5 is going to be your N64 and PlayStation. Your Generation 6 is going to be your GameCube and PlayStation 2 and Xbox. 7 is going to be your Wii, your Xbox or your PlayStation 3 and your Xbox 360. Wait, what am I off? 8? Think so. I think it was 7. So 8 is going to be your PlayStation 4 or your Wii U, PlayStation 4, and Xbox One. 9 is going to be your Switch, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series. Blah blah blah. That's what I would. That's how I would categorize it. That just makes sense to me. S and X. There we go. Thank you. So then I would say that the retro. Oh, and here's another thing. So the Dreamcast. That was the other one. I didn't mention the Dreamcast. Dreamcast would be in the same generation as GameCube, PlayStation 2, and Xbox. Also the Dreamcast. But, because the Saturn was actually the same generation as the N64 and the PlayStation 1. The Dreamcast came out way before all those other ones. Like, was a year and a half before? Like, I think actually it came out earlier than the Switch did in this generation. But nobody says, and it is part of why it failed, but nobody says that the Dreamcast was the older generation. They all say the Saturn was the generation alongside the PlayStation 1 and N64. And the Dreamcast was alongside the, GameCube. So why are we making a difference now with the Switch? I don't get it. Anyways, 1 through 4 generations, retro. 5 through 6, classic. 7 through 8, modern. 9, current. Modern, classic. I like that. I don't know if classic is... I don't know about classic. That's what I'm hung up on. Now, so 1 through 4, so that's going to be your Pong, Atari, 2600, NES, and SNES. I also throw... I put the N64 and PlayStation 1 in there now as retro. Horse feathers, that's what I say. I put that in there because... ninth is what it is now, Mr. H. I put that in there because it was still when we were arguing about bits. And it was the transition into 3D, but there were still some sprite-based games as a norm. And heck, the Saturn was doubling down on that, right? So, so with that in mind, I think that was... Well, in the Jaguar, right? They were more 2D minded, but Nintendo and Sony were pushing, 3D, and I think that's how we got into what now you might call, maybe you call modern. Like I would maybe do away with I like the idea of calling classic, because you're suggesting then classic would be through to, let me pull that back up. Hold on a second. You're suggesting then that the N64 and PlayStation and GameCube eras are classic, and then Wii and Wii U are modern. And I can kind of see that in the sense of PlayStation 2... PlayStation 1 and PlayStation 2 both being analog, so I can kind of see where you're going with that. And then you get into HDMI, so it's modern. I kind of see it. But I think I would just say retro cuts off at N64, and then we're in modern and current. That's what I'm going to say. Rob's back, and I love that. By the way, Rob... Thank you again for that raid, and we definitely need to do some collaborations and just chat at some point. Yeah. That's all. That's all. Yeah, that's probably. But we all like to categorize. Anyway, now that I have, now that I've told, how do you define generations? Console generations, Rob. Scooter. Well, there's lots of different things. We could argue for days, and you know what? The good thing about that is that we still all are respectful of one another, and we all agree that what I ultimately have suggested is right. No, I like those definitions. I think we need to do a ultimate grinder, Scooter. I'll join you, and we'll hash it out. Since you and I honestly, I think I could. Look, this is not anything to, I'm not going to die on my sword here, but I'm really interested in this topic. How do you define the generations? And so, yeah, it would be kind of fun to try and hash this out and come up with something. So, yeah, let's do it, Scooter. Anyway, Rob says, my DMs are always open, no pressure. I miss hanging out. No content required. Yes, that too. I really, that is true. I would love to just chat and, yeah, content aside. N64 is something, but it's not retro, vintage. See, now we got vintage. That's an interesting term. So I don't think I like the term classic, but maybe if I use the term vintage instead of classic, by what Scooter was saying, I can kind of get behind that more. But to me, I would put the N64 and PlayStation 1 in the retro category. Because to me, once we got to the PlayStation 2 and GameCube, games were really primarily in 3D, and there was a dramatic shift in the way games looked that we're still on that same evolutionary track to this day. Games never looked the same after that generation. They all looked like an evolution of that generation, in my opinion. Does that make sense? And but vintage is probably Gen 1. See, that's it, Little Ash. I like that. Gar says, my favorite thing right now is how old does a game need to be retro? Steam has been around since the mid-90s. What is a retro game on Steam? Actually, that's a really good question, and I have what I consider I put it as virtual console as one of my categories on Steam, and I do put older PC titles in there. And I base it off of sort of a similar set of rules. Does it look like a modern game, a PlayStation 2 and up game, or not? That's kind of the litmus test, really. Not totally, you know. Obviously, a modern game with a throwback look is going to throw a whole monkey wrench into this. But really, I do feel that similar criteria can apply. So anyway, and yet they all pale in comparison to Faces of Evil for the Philips CDI, which I have, by the way, and we will get to eventually to play. But I do have my totally refurbished, working Philips CDI right here next to me, working. I do, and we are going to play that game. I have copies of all 3 Zelda games and a working CDI. I do, Mr. H. I do. I do. Which, speaking of, this is one of the things I really would love to do eventually, is continue on with the Zelda playthrough, and Rob and Alex, and no pressure, but at one point we talked about playing through Triforce Heroes, and I don't mind going out of order or whatnot. If we can find some time that we can play it, I would love to do that still, but... right? No, I do have Hotel Mario as well, yeah. I have a bit of a collection of retro consoles and things like that, but that mostly was acquired by just not ever selling stuff, or hardly ever selling stuff. So, you know, some of it I got later too. A lot of the Sony and Microsoft stuff I got later. My Xbox consoles were either given to me when people felt like they had no value, or I bought them at Goodwill for, you know, $5. I mean, it's just amazing what people were getting rid of. But my Nintendo stuff, that was just stuff that I always kept. I never got rid of, you know? And then all the mini consoles, I collect those because those are really fun. I'm sorry. I camped out in front of Best Buy with my friend at, in the middle of the night in a tent in pouring rain to get the NES Classic Edition. And that started me basically trying to collect them all. It's like Pokemon. Yeah, that's right. That's it, little Ash Bunny. Is that what you did too? You just sort of never get rid of them, and so then all of a sudden you one day go, ooh, I've got a big collection. Oh, wow, that's awesome, Mr. H. Actually, I'm amazed at how many retro computer enthusiasts there are these days that are actually really trying to collect exactly what you're describing. Like old computers that can run some of these older games natively and whatnot. I think it's really kind of cool.
Your pet has departed.
Oh, there you go. Gotcha. Yeah, people getting rid of just, yep, that makes sense. I always said, I'll give a good home to these things, I've always felt like I'm a collector at heart. Like, I enjoy the act of collecting and categorizing and taking care of things and kind of sorting them. I have to be careful and I've had to get rid of some collections, and I have to I have to be careful about what collections I really want to maintain. And there are some collections I actually do intend to get rid of. Video games have always been something I've generally said I won't get rid of, and I think that's true. I debated about it a little bit recently, but I've come to the conclusion, no, I don't want to get rid of video games, but I do want to pare down some of the accoutrement of the various video games I have, because there are some things I just don't need. Some of the bonus things, the little knickknacks and stuff. So, and exactly, Kaboomer, it's collecting until you realize you have too much. In a maybe not I won't say a perfect world, but in an ideal scenario, I'd have like an airplane hangar. I'd have the Apple donut just filled with all of the things that I am interested in. Whole wings that are, here's all my Star Wars collectibles. Here's all my, books, and here's all my, all of my video games. But what are you gonna do? Oh, hey, what? Oh, nice. You got a copy. You picked up 2 new Switch games physically at Target, Takes Two and FIFA 23 for $8 each. Actually, I really want to pick up It Takes Two, but I don't think that our Target's too far away. But I did want to pick up that game, and $8 is a steal, but we'll see. But that is one that I would like. Actually, if there's another copy of it at Target and you are close by and you pick one up, I will happily pay you for it and shipping, because that's still going to be cheaper than what I generally see it for. Or we can bundle it with some of the other stuff and trade. Descend stairs? I believe we shall. Let's do it. We're going deeper into the dungeon, everybody. Here we go. Now, Dash, I want to show you the main hub here, and that's going to be coming up. I do see, folks, that we have an ad starting in 2 minutes. So I'm going to go ahead and snooze it right now. Give us a few extra minutes so we can kind of do a little exploring. I know some of you might be needing to go to bed. It's almost 11 o'clock here, just about 11 o'clock Pacific time. Oh, let's give quickly a fish to our dog. There we go. Yeah, ads, right? Exactly. Oof. Ooh, nice. Which games are those, little Ash Bunny? I'm very curious. What games complete in box do you own? I only have one complete in box that is unopened, and it is because I actually have an open copy. And it's, of all things, it's Xena Warrior Princess. What is it called? Oh gosh, I just was playing it. That's the N64 fighting game. Talisman of Fate. There we go. So that is the only complete in box game I have. But yeah. Oh wow, nice. Those are some serious ones there, little Ash Bunny. Yeah, those are definitely some investment style games. Yeah. Oh, they are all opened. There we go. Gotcha. Yes, because you played them. Yeah. Complete in box, but open. Yeah, I should say, yeah, the Xena game is sealed still, but it's my only sealed game. All of my others I've definitely opened. And that Metroid Prime trilogy, that's a good one. In fact, I'm really sort of sad that I have to decide if I want to pick up the remaster. I'm like, I don't really want to, but I probably should. Ooh, I am running out of these. Oh well, that's okay. All right, let's see. Ooh, I'm gonna. Ooh, faster casting speed. I'll sell it. Sell all that. All right, you can go back. I'm gonna level up. Let's see if I can get my strength back up. Boom, level 40. Finally, let's get the critical strike up, and let's get back to here. put our boots and gloves back on finally. And that feels very good. Okay. Cool. That took a bit. Okay, Scooter, yeah. Sounds good. The only other thing is if I do happen to go near target, but I don't know if I will. So, oh man, this kobold. That's a new enemy type, and I'm totally getting in trouble here. Yikes. I wish I had my dog back.
Your pack is full.
Okay, well, maybe I should wait here for a minute. That is not identified. Let's identify that. And that's pretty good. Okay. Our pet returns in 20, so let's just go ahead and do this. Pre-brawl era of Fire Emblem. Yeah, that's back when, you know, you had to really be an insider to know Fire Emblem. Kid Icarus was kind of the same, right? Dash says I was going to say Battle for Fate. Yeah, Talisman of Fate. Talisman
Your
of
pet
Fate.
has returned.
All right, and we got ourselves some gold. There we go. Let's take a sip. You know, I'm not usually a fan of tactic-based games. So I never really played much of the Fire Emblem series other than Fire Emblem Heroes on mobile, which I actually quite enjoyed. I also played Project Steam, which was a 3DS game made by the folks who made a lot of the Fire Emblem games, if I'm not mistaken. Ooh, I have a bad feeling about this. I don't know how I feel about this. Oh, coming with a pitchfork. No, sir. I'm gonna say no, no, no. All right, you know what? Let's... Oh. Just doing a few little things here. Grab that. How are we on inventory? We could probably bring a few more things. And then I'm going to use a scroll to return to town. Right, exactly. You're a big fan. Spooky music, not good vibes. It is a little spooky, isn't it? All right, you know what we're going to do? We're going to use a scroll. Town portals. Return to town, and we'll get the happy music. Everybody, wait. Should I try that there, Mr. H? Okay. All right. Final Fantasy Advanced Tactics. Oh, you know, I have played a little of that, actually. My friend was a big fan of that. Bestia Mana. And, yeah, he really enjoyed it. And I more or less enjoyed it. But it's just not necessarily my favorite. But Heroes of Mana is a tactics game, which I actually got fairly well into. I enjoyed that. But it was sort of an easy game. Okay, so there's that. Let's get our pet in here. What do we have? Not identified. There we go. So I should probably identify it. And all that can go. Oh, wait. Oh, no. That could be very handy. 4 and 11. I think we might actually use this. Stamina. Okay, let's go and enchant that. Let our dog... Oh, another raid! Zero Replica! Nice! How are you doing, Zero Replica? Not even my favorite Square Enix franchise, Lash Bunny says. X-Soldier1206 is in the house. How are you doing? What is up? Scooter, I can do eShop or Steam gift cards for winners of the giveaway. That's exciting. Wandering Thunder says, welcome on in. Thank you so much for that raid, Soul Sixerus. How are you doing, Afio122? We be raiding Melody Love Sketch. How are y'all doing? Man, it's fantastic. Thank you so much for coming on in. We're giving a shout out here to our friend. Oh my gosh, Zero Replica. It's been a hot minute. What is up? What's new with you? Oh my gosh. Streaming some good old Splatoon 3. Gotta love that Splatoon 3. Definitely a fan of that. And I miss hanging out with you. You're a sight for sore eyes. Everybody, my name is Mana. I'm a clean streamer. with a focus on mostly wholesome games like Nintendo games, retro on original and official hardware, and indie games. I'm playing a good old PC classic called Fate today, talking about board games, unwrapping magic cards. I am a big fan of Splatoon. Love it. Got to play some more of it on stream. Haven't done it for a hot minute. Unfortunately, we've got ads right now. Ads. Oh, shucks. Oh, no. Just as you all come. Sorry. If you can, please do hang out while ads run. I'll be right back. So sorry.
Someone
That
was
is
in
so
the pod.
unfortunate.
The tracks go off in this direction.
Terrible
Look, sir,
timing.
Followers.
Terrible timing. Terrible timing. Yikes.
Thanks for joining
Golly.
the Friends of Mana.
Thank you for following, though. Oh my gosh, that is so awesome. I will be right back, everybody. Well, everybody, we are back. Thank you so much for your patience there. Sorry about that. The music is excellent in this for sure. Ads are over. Thank you again, Zero Replica. Lovely to see you again. How's streaming been going for you? What's new? And Zero Replica says, to answer your question, things have been really good. Been trying to get the hang of streaming again. Reconnecting with some old friends and making new ones. Honestly, feel good's being back to streaming again. It's a mouthful to say, but at the moment, things are good. That is excellent. Excellent to hear. Zero Replica, thank you so much for that. Everybody, I'm going to go ahead and say, please check out Zero Replica, especially if you're a fan. Well, obviously, Mega Man and whatnot, but Splatoon. So yes, that's awesome. And for all of you who came on in, and thank you, Afio122 and Melody Love Sketch. Lovely to have all of you here. My name is Mana. I am a clean streamer, focus mostly on wholesome games like Nintendo, retro and original and official hardware, and indie games. If you like what you see, please do consider following. I really love having people that I can share this hobby of gaming with and meeting more people. So lovely to have all you here. Kick back, relax, enjoy the cool tunes of Fate. We are discussing, by the way, how would you define the generations of video gaming, especially how would you define retro games? What's the marker? How do you know a game is retro? As far as this game, this game is called Fate. It is a dungeon crawler game. As you can see, it's kind of a little long in the tooth in the graphics side of things, but it is really quite fun. You know the drill if you've played dungeon crawlers. Go into the dungeon, explore more, try and find more loot that you can either use or sell so that you can level up, and as you gain experience points, you level up as well. This is the inventory. I've got a whole bunch of good stuff there, and currently doing all right there. I do have a hit on my strength because of this hat, but this gives me all these attack bonuses, speed bonuses, which is exactly what I want in this game. And there you go, Iron Rusty. Unfortunately for us, man, a game that's older than a teenager might be retro. Yeah. Well, what I suggested is that everything from the N64 back, because that was sort of, when we still cared about bits. So that's what I said. But Scooter suggested one more generation more. So we'll see. But you bring up a very valid point. Anywho, yes, for those of you who are seeing this for the first time, Dash being one of them, I want to share what this hub looks like. So this Drea the healer, of course, heals my beloved pet, Wishbone. That was my choice of name. And me, Brian, is my choice of name. We can also talk to Rollo the Minstrel to gain fame and have a better title. And there's all kinds of people in this hub. Wishbone, right, Iron Rusty? It looks like a wishbone. Look at him. Look at him wag his tail. Look at that little guy. Look at him. So you can go fishing in this hub. It's a good place to do that. There's not a whole lot here, but there are some NPCs that are shopkeeps. There are some NPCs that will do other things as well. And you can also run indefinitely in here, which is a nice thing. So I will make use of that right now. One of the good things to do is to talk to... Well, let's actually talk to Torvis here. Yes. Let's go ahead and accept that for level 9. And we do actually have one of these quests completed, so I will talk to... Seaver. Okay, I'll go talk to Seaver. So we have different quests in the towns. They're not really super important, but Zim here, we can gamble and get some better gear, but actually there doesn't look to be anything of interest right now in here. Maybe eventually that, but I'm going to pass right now. We've got Gavito, who's busy right now, so we'll just let him do his thing. And what's the story, Wishbone? Well, how does that go? What's the story, Wishbone? What's that you're dreaming? How does it go? Lyrics for Wishbone. It's been a while. Let's take a look. Let's see if we can find this. I had to take these off because the delay makes it tough to sing. All right. Here we go. Oh, okay. Yeah. What's the story, Wishbone? What's this you're dreaming of? Such big imagination on such a little pup. Something like that. I don't remember exactly. Boy, it has been a while. Good show, though. I'm going to have to dive into that at some point. Because it was so good. Such a good show. Man, PBS. That's it. Iron Rusty says, I'd wish I could say retro games are when I was a kid. Solaris? Is it Solaris? Now, a word I would consider using is classic, since classics will always be classic no matter the year, and what is currently retro will change. Interesting. See, we're getting a bunch of different things. See, Gar says retro is flexible. I don't know that I would say retro is flexible. I don't know. Maybe it is. I don't know. We got to talk more about this, I'm interested.
Don't be wasting my time.
Yeah, PBS. Good programming. I loved Redwall. Oh, man, that was so good. Redwall. That was great. And what were some of the other... Gosh, there were some other things too. Exactly. We got to do this. Neko-chan, welcome on in. How are you doing? Let's talk to our enchanter and see if we can get something good on this.
Fate smiles upon you.
Hopefully it was good. What just happened? Hold on. What? I thought we did something. Oh, we got an extra socket. Oh yeah, Fate did smile on us. Okay. Can we do it again? Let's try it.
Fate smiles upon you.
Heck yeah. Strength bonus. Oh yeah. Chance of block. Sweet. Okay. And we can go ahead and do, let's see, 2 mana. No, we don't need that. Stamina. I like stamina. And we'll do stamina. And 1% life stolen per hit. Yeah, we'll do that too. Is that what we'll do? Yeah, we'll do that. Okay. Bam. That is going to replace that for us. Even though this is actually pretty good with the ice damage. I'm gonna go put... Whoa, what did I just do? What's happening? What's happening? Computer freaking out. I think I accidentally hit the menu. You can see Steam behind me. I'm like, what's going on? Okay, I was nervous for a second. We're all good. This is Fate no longer smiling. This is what happens when we play, computer games. Yeah, and an Isabel plush. Exactly. I'm a big fan of Animal Crossing. In fact, I do stream a lot of Animal Crossing, and we'll be streaming more Animal Crossing. Fate just sort of was something that was kind of cozy and it's like comfort food gaming, and I felt like playing it, and so that's what we're doing. But I do actually intend on going back to some Animal Crossing, since I've pretty much played Animal Crossing New Horizons every single day since release. But now probably maybe a grand total of, let's say, 3 weeks that I... total days that I did not actually play it. But other than that, almost every single day. That's a lot. So Lars, is that the actual original in the Japanese N64? I don't actually know. But my first was, unfortunately, much later than that. Mine was New Leaf. I love New Leaf. But, yeah. Nice, Solaris. I am a huge fan of Animal Crossing, and it's really been a great game for us to hang out with, too, because it's just so chill. So yeah, if you like that, if you're a fan of Animal Crossing, please do consider following along, and I will be streaming more of that here soon, and love to share that with you. So, Neko, my first Animal Crossing game was New Leaf. See, I'm not alone. Yay!
By following this channel, you have accepted all terms and conditions, and may be subjected to singing at any given moment.
La la la.
Thanks for joining the Friends of Man.
What's the story, Wishbone? Oh, man. There we say less. Lars says, don't need to do anything. Melody Love Sketch. New Leaf was my first two. Always gonna be my fave. Actually, yeah. I would put that as my favorite. New Horizons is really good in so many ways, but New Leaf, man. All right, I'm trying to find... Oh, there we go. There's Seaver. Man, I was trying to find Seaver. Got some more fame. Let's check real quick quests. So we've got one at level 9 and one at level 7. So I think that's where we're at. Yes, Iron Rusty, how's that going? You've moved across town now. It's legit.
I've got deals nobody can touch.
Well, I mean, we'll see about that. How the heck did I get that? Heavy crystal mace? Where did that come from? What? I have no idea what's going on. Let's sell it. Honestly, I did not know that I bought it, but okie doke. Oh, that might have come from the accidental glitching. I don't know. But there's that, and we're going to send... Oh, we can't do that. That's right. I wish that you could, though. It's kind of annoying that you can't. I can do that at least. And then sell here.
Well, what can I do for you?
Really, Scooter? Do you really? That's cool. I'm guessing it's like a repro, or how does that work? I did not know that you did. Boom. Unfortunately, we lost that beautiful Celtic music. But the Celtic music in this is really cool. It's very well done. I find it super nice. So yeah, this is the town. It's the hub. I mean, it's not much, really. Star Soldier. Is that one that I've come across? It sounds familiar. I don't know why though. Why is...
The spell could not be completed.
I don't know. Star Soldier's fun. Top-down shooter. Okay, yeah. Lost Magic for the DS. I can't say that I've heard of that. No. That does not sound familiar. We could take another quest. I think someone over here might have a quest for me. Nope, that's not it. Might be over here in the yellow. It's real hard to make out on that map, but I'm going to run this way. I guess I have to go into this cemetery. Nope. Oh, yep. There we go. Gimbotel. Level 9 ruby gels. Sure. We'll accept that.
Received a quest.
Now we have 3 quests. We are topped off here, and I've sold most things, but yeah, we'll just keep all that. I think you wikied Star Soldier. It said it would be a front runner in that genre. Okay, I think I came across this recently. It sounded interesting. Oh my gosh, what? Scooter. Oh man. You are the best. Dude. Oh, Solaris, I'm guessing that's how you pronounce your name. Please let me know. New Leaf is my second favorite only because I'm nostalgia blinded, but New Leaf is everything to me. Yeah. New Leaf is such a well-made Animal Crossing game. Oh man, and just all the way that the 3DS worked. The way that system and all of its functions and that game all interacted together. Like it was a product of the hardware, but the hardware actually made the game in so many ways. I love it. I miss some of the 3DS editions, and some of the things I really love about that system too, like the fact that you can. It's so goofy, but Street Pass, it's so fun.
May fortune favor you.
Yeah, well, sure. I'll just do that. There's that. When I'm ready, I can use those. I got some fish here. Boom. We'll keep all that like that. Okay. Health potion. I'm going to get rid of that too. Let's get rid of that. Put that like so. We'll keep fish here. There we go. That seems better. Just a little item management. Also, 3DS had these Squid Sister Villagers. That's a whole other thing I adore. Yes, well, and all of the Splatoon crossover stuff, which was really cool. I always liked that too. Man, Scooter, I love you too. Thank you so much. Dude, that's awesome. Oh, man. We'll chat. Got to get a grinder going and got to get that trade going. Wandering Thunder is going to head out. Mr. Man, have a wonderful rest of your evening and stream. Thank you, Wandering Thunder. Thank you. Congratulations on your anniversary. And thanks for coming in and being so awesome and bringing family-friendly content to Twitch. Definitely glad that we met and connected. So let's keep it going. I have a feeling this is about it. I think I'm kind of actually done myself. But I'm going to go into level 7. Nope, I'm not. I almost messed up. I need books. I need some identify scrolls. I mean, I don't really need more portal scrolls, but I do need identify scrolls. So That could have been bad. Let's talk here. I
Many
think
mystic
she's got
items
some.
for
No.
sale.
Whew, but I'm glad I caught that before I went anywhere. Oh, I gotta go back this way. Here we go. I think he had some. If I can get some books, I think I'll probably do that too. Well, I have books actually, so I just need scrolls. Yeah, identify. Let's grab those. Boom. I think maybe he has some.
Hello, wanderer.
He has one. And let's see who else might have some. Do I have any? I have a book. I could. I probably want to use this book of identify. Yeah, add them into here. I don't think you can like combine books, unfortunately, but this is the better way to do it. Now I've got 16 uses in that. So, Zero Replica. I want to eventually check out this game. In the future, I do have to head to bed for some work. I miss it a lot, and it was really good seeing you again. Love the vibes here, as always. Zero Replica, it is so good to see you. Thank you for the raid, and seriously, you're always welcome here, and I will try and make an effort to actually make it to your stream. I don't get to people's streams as much as I wish I could, so thank you so much for coming, and thank you so much for that raid, and take care. Ah, yes. The Solar says they were squirrels. Yep. The Splatoon characters. Speaking of heading out, Little Ash Bunny says, I think I'm going to do the same. Got to eat before 3 a.m. Probably a good idea. Hope to see you again, Little Ash Bunny. This was really fun hanging out. So please know you're always welcome here. And hopefully we get to chat some more and talk about all kinds of cool things. Play some fun, wholesome games together. So, and I'd love to, be supportive if you do end up streaming again or things like that. Just let me know. Ooh, okay. Gotcha. So, I'm sorry, I'm wandering around without really doing anything. So, it's all good. All right, we are close to wrapping up as well. I think. Do I want to do this now? Mr. H now started a game of Final Fantasy III on the DS Lite while watching. That's awesome. That does qualify as lurking. I think... What do y'all think? Do we stop here or do we try to complete level 7? No worries. That's right, Little Ash Bunny. Maybe it's just that's done, but you're always welcome here to hang out and be a viewer if you're not going to be a streamer. Let's see. If it's up to me, Mr. H says complete level 7. All right. Level 7 probably would take about 15 minutes at most. I think about 15 minutes. I think we could do it. That's doable. All right, let's do it. Let's return to the dungeon.
You enter the portal.
Yeah, because we already started it. So, it's just kind of exploring around the rooms. They're not huge. And no leveling, only fish. Yeah, that's right. Quest giver requests an item be returned. You are not required. Yeah, we already read that. Okay. So we've actually filled out a decent amount of level 7. We just need to kind of continue on and finish the rest of the areas, collecting items and whatnot as we go, taking out some of these enemies like the basilisk. Dash, we finally did finish Wizard of Oz. It was slow going reading that because we had some other things we were reading as well, but we finally finished that first book, and boy, it's fun. And here we go, just going through here. What in the world? Oh my golly. Okay, so this is where things get a little hairy, but I think we're okay. That fountain should help us. Okay, that was not bad. That could have gone way worse. And I should probably give my pet a little bit of fish. A griffin! No doubt. Okay. Now that is serious. Okay, can I... Oh, that actually doesn't do what I thought it did. I thought that was health, but it's not. There we go. Oh, man. I love that you can give fish to your pet to change them, transmorph them into some other kind of
Cannot carry anymore.
cool creature that does some
Cannot
massive
carry
damage.
anymore.
So things are going well here. Definitely wanting to make the most use of this griffin. Okay, so I've got a dead end. Let's see if we just kind of run a little bit. Use a little of that stamina. We don't want to use it all up, but we're doing okay. Up here appears to be some more unexplored areas. Here we go, a lizardman. And there's also a place where we can gain our health back. We've got a large
Your
chest.
pack is full.
Cracked turquoise, we'll take that. Minor stamina potion, all good. We are definitely cruising here. Trying to find all the things. Let's go back this way. Got ourselves a crate. Nothing much of note. Manna, would you have time for an ultimate grinder this week? I actually might this week.
Your pack is full.
I might, actually. The only thing that, if I can stream again this week, it would be with Ghost Kid playing some Mario Kart 8.
You are overburdened.
So that is something that we've been talking about, and especially since it coincides with the Mario Kart 8 DLC coming out. Oop. Hello. But that is the only thing for sure. Ooh, that's pretty good. Let's... What is this? Not identified. Let's go ahead and identify that. Not identified. Let's bring this book back and identify... and identify that.
That is not possible.
Oh, I guess I did not need to do that. Put that back. Don't need that. Don't need that. That. Not identified. Let's identify that.
That is
Can
not
I
possible.
move this somewhere like that? Boom. Won't be able to do anything with that at the moment. That is okay. That ring is just pretty to look at. We don't need that. Don't think I'm going to use that. Well, actually, yeah, I'm going to use that right now. There we go. And I'm not going to use that. So, Wishbone, will you head back for me, please?
Your pet has departed.
Sell all that. And do 100% SMG with 241 stars in total. Nice. Right on. Right on. Okay. Scooter, I have 2 shifts at Taco Bell this week. Tomorrow, one reason I ended earlier, and Sunday. Oh, great. So this would actually be probably a really good week for the both of us, actually. Let's try and make this happen. An evening would be the best time for me. Maybe Wednesday or Thursday could work. Tomorrow, I don't think I can. I can't remember. Oh boy. Whew. That could have been bad, but it was not.
Your pack is full. You are
What are all these
overburdened.
things I'm getting here? What is this? Identify spell. Requires 10 magic. I don't think I have it, but I'm going to write that to my
Learn
spell book.
new spell.
Not identified. Let's take a look. Yeah, it's not super great. So that's not something I'm going to do. Pet returns in 13
pack is
seconds.
full.
I want these things. What does the sunstone do? Oh, whoa. Did you see that? Hold on a second. 24 fire resistance to armor. 6 damage to undead weapon when installed. To weapon.
Pet has
Wow.
returned.
That's pretty good. There, let's get this back up. So boom, 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 boom. Minor health potion. I'll use that one too. And we'll go ahead and get this. Let's see if this is any good. It is not. So I will send my pet back. Go ahead,
Your
Wishbone.
pet has departed.
It's all good. Oh, I could have. I would have had more gear. Oh well, that's okay. No worries. There we go. I'll be DJing again for a different company. Oh, good. I'm so glad to hear that, Scooter. Congratulations. That's fantastic. I know it's something you're passionate about, good at, and just that last setup just wasn't quite right. I'm super glad to hear that. Hopefully it looks promising and feels like it's going to be a good match for your skills and their needs. Here's the section I have not yet explored. Try not to die. Should be good though. Hey, there's the stairs. So technically we are done with this level, but I like to just explore the rest of the way and gather the rest of the loot and whatnot before heading downstairs. So
Pet has returned.
there we go. And we can actually technically, let's just feed Fido there.
Transformed.
Oops. Into a stag beetle, I guess. A fire beetle? I don't know. Wait, is that it? Oh, nope, there we go.
You cannot carry anymore.
There we go. Got all kinds of stuff here. Well, that's not too shabby. So, with that in mind, yeah, we are definitely done with this level. But I'm going to send Wishbone back to town with all of that loot there. Like so.
Your pet
And yeah, that was easy. That was easy. 5 months later, they finally contacted me back. Definitely looks promising. They let me use their equipment and DJ weddings to build my cred up. Nice. That's super good to hear. I'm really glad, Scooter. That's gonna make a big difference for you. I know, and just their trust in you, which is clearly evident from what you've just described. That makes a big difference. A very big difference. So I'm gonna go ahead and let Wishbone continue selling stuff, and then come back to me. It always takes a little longer as you get deeper into the dungeon. I could do a little bit of sorting here, I suppose. Maybe I should put like items together at least. Some of this stuff, I mean, it's not bad, but I don't know that I'm actually going to use it. But that's fine. It's better to have it, I think. You know, I don't have a lot of storage right now, like, as you can see. But I think that's okay. I think that's fine. So what I'm going to do here, now that they're back, is I'm going to descend the stairs deeper into the dungeon. Hopefully we don't have a flurry of swashbuckling right at the start. We'll see here. Watch your health. When the red bar gets low, you are close to dying. Thank you for that tip as I enter level 8. Is that... I mean, are you trying to tell me something? Anyway, save and exit. Look at that. That's funny. Well, we only ended up playing Fate today, which I did say was very likely to happen because of my interest in Fate and wanting to play it. But anyway, Andu, thank you for that follow yesterday, and thank you to Little Ash Bunny and Afio122 and Melody Love Sketch and Solaris for those follows. Much appreciated. We're gonna go ahead and transition out of this because we are done. If you can believe it, we're done with all this. Let's use a little mana magic. And wow, what about woo? There we go. Thank you so much. It was a lot of fun, this stream. I really thoroughly enjoyed it. Boy, can you believe we actually have been live for almost 4 hours. So that was a long stream. I'm a little tired, but Melody Love Sketch, yes, it was so nice to meet you. Oh man, it was a pleasure. And let's see here. Yeah, thank you again for that follow. Thanks so much to RL Ritchie, Dilophosaurus89, Dopius, Dash Magnum, and Scooter102089, and Zero Replica for those raids. We actually had four people follow today, which that hasn't happened in a while. Very lovely to have met all of you, and thank you again. Those raids are amazing, such wonderful ways to connect and share communities, and I'm honored that you all thought to share me with your communities. Herbert and Jack and Dash, thank you for your resubs so much, and I can afford some of those Steam games, on the wish list. We're gonna go ahead and raid somebody. I think I know who that somebody is going to be, but we're gonna just take a quick peek here. Scooter's only 6 away from 1,400 followers. Nice. Dash is happy to sub every time. Aw, that's awesome. I really genuinely enjoyed this stream. This was such a fun stream for so many reasons. Ooh, Banzinator is live. Board Games Anonymous, working on categorizing some board games. That's pretty cool. We should raid Banzinator one of these days. She's really cool. But we have JP, John Paul O'Keefe, playing some Super Mario Maker 2. J-Dog is Canadian, is playing Xenoblade Chronicles 2. And yes, I think BattleBit Remastered. Gar is playing BattleBit Remastered. I don't know what that is. BattleBit Remastered. It's guns and music, is what he's saying. Oh, it's like a PlayStation 1 style look to it. But it looks like maybe probably a modern game. I don't know anything about this game. That's what he's playing. But Gar usually plays a whole bunch of different things. Right Kid Katie, subathon to help with medical costs. She was in an auto accident. Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah, I feel like I need to connect with her at some point. But yeah, I think I'd like to. I want to send some love to Gar. I don't know much about this game. He always has some interesting game choices. So listen, everybody. Gar is a family-friendly streamer. This looks like a very stylized game, but it does appear to involve real-world weapons in a very low-poly look, and like some military helicopters and things like this. So I just offer that as a content warning for you as you get into it. It almost has like a Minecraft meets like low-poly vibe to it, if that makes any sense. It's like definitely PlayStation meets Minecraft-esque kind of thing. So anyway, yeah, we'll go ahead and raid Gar PG. And if you don't know, as I mentioned, Gar is family friendly, big fan of like role playing games, but he also plays just a vast quantity of games. Please also check out Scooter and Dash and Dopius and Dilophosaurus and Wandering Thunder and Dark Solid X and Mictron and I'm sure I'm missing RL Ritchie. So many people who are excellent streamers out there. Thank you for all of your support. I'm sorry if I'm forgetting a name right now, but it doesn't mean that I think less of you. I do. Oh, and yes, Mr. H, you and your dad will be in my prayers. Continue to be, I should say. And let's see, Gar PG. Just putting that in there. There we go. We're gonna go ahead and get that raid going. And so thank you again. massive thanks to all of you, and we're gonna go ahead and go over there. Like I said, I don't know about this game, but Gar always has interesting games to showcase and play, so keep that in mind. Everybody, it was an absolute pleasure hanging out with you. Do good, be well, stay safe and healthy, and I will catch you all next time. Have a blessed rest of your week. And I'm looking forward to the next stream. Maybe this week with some Mario Kart 8. Let you know. But you can count on me diving into a little Animal Crossing after I finish this stream. So, all right. Bye-bye, everyone. Take care. So cool that Andu says that they love this stream because it was the stream in which they 100%ed Super Mario Galaxy being played since the Wii days. Thanks all.